From the legendary artificers of Soldevi comes a tree that will never wither and die. A tree that will be the source of countless holiday tales. From Mirrodin Incorporated, bring your family their own Tree of Tales. Celebrate the holidays with a tree made from only the finest elements. Tree of Tales. Our trees are guaranteed for life.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing in a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. One-horse open sleigh. One-horse open, one-horse open, one-horse open sleigh.
Ho, ho, ho. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Propaganda, our little holiday edition here. We're going to be playing the very cool list Chimpskey sent me less than 48 hours ago, and I tweaked a bunch of things out of it. You'll probably run into it. I'm not quite sure who the original builder of it is, but we've got a lot of news. First of all, Mindstab Troll, I hope you saw the top of the show. We nominated, or I made you a fan of the year for all your early visits and stuff, and yet you weren't here to see it. Hopefully you did catch the top of the show. So soon available is this amazing box. I'll be doing a video on it. Gosh, you think I would have written I think it's, I don't even know the sponsor's name. I forgot. I have it written down somewhere and I don't have my notes with me. Anyway, I know it's a small screen and everything, but this thing is so well designed. It opens up. It's got the double tier box thing, and it's just phenomenally packaged, designed. Very, very, very impressed with it. We'll be doing a video about it soon, but for Christmas, maybe next year you can check that out. Anyway, off to the list here. I call this the Big Stink because we're playing 4 Stinkweed Imps and we're playing a lot of big creatures, and that's why the moniker exists. So anyway, woo! Oh my goodness, Shirazaman, what is going on? You reinstalled MTG and all my pauper cards and 90 tickets are missing? Oh, God. Well, I can help you out, my friend. Let me know what you're missing, and least I can do. We'll see what we can do. Let's all help out Shiraz. That really blows. Hopefully I can't imagine what I guess it's a password thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's bring some merriment here. We will help. Well, you have 17 lands in this. Why so few? Well, it's kind of like we're playing 25 because we've got 3 Generous Ent, or 24, and 4 Troll of Khazad-dûm. So the original build of this had a food token strategy, and I looked at it as a way too cutesy. Of course, it's going to work once in a while with the one thing, but it had no real big payoff where it just keeps doing the thing. And instead, I was finding I needed a lot more ways to discard. So we have a lot of neat tricks in this list. We'll go over the lands here real quick. We've got 17, 1 Bog main. I think it's 7 Forests, 1 Geothermal Bog. These are all searchable with our Ent and Troll package. We've got 3 Haunted Mire, 1 Forest, and 4 Swamps. We've got 3 Mire Tritons. This is my big addition to the list, running Rotting Rats from the yard against control, everything. This is just very good about getting said cards into your graveyard. A lot of times you can just be stuck with this in hand with the original build, and I wasn't becoming a fan of that. We've got a lot of ways to get lands here in the Blanchwood Prowler, the Satyr Wayfinder. This is another discard outlet. I went up to 4. I think the original build had 2. And then thanks to Chimpskey, both for the list and for this note, I actually had these in my collection. The Circle of Land Druid, I'm running 2 of these. When it enters the battlefield, you mill 4, and whenever it dies, which is going to be very often because we're sacrificing stuff to Dread Return, you go and get your land back. A lot of times it's a bog, so that's why I included one in this, one on the side, one on the board. We got 4 Dread Returns, 3 Giants, and 4 Trolls in the sideboard. 1 more bog, 3 Rotten Reunions. I will get 4 Vandals, 2 Flaring Pains, 2 Grudges, and 1 Scrounger, just for that weird matchup when maybe, you know, the game's going long, they're playing a ton of life, and you just need to not deck yourself. This is my little tech from long ago, when Hexproof was everywhere. And gosh, what was that, like 2011 maybe? I was playing a black build, and I played this really janky black card because I had a Stinkweed Imp, and there's be a 17-17 first striking Selhana suchity such or anything coming at you, and the game's over, right? And wrong, not with Death Touch, and then giving your Death Touch creature first strike, which is mostly it's just there for infect or those huge creatures that are just, you know, gonna get you no matter what. So I'm sorry, I'm completely ignoring the chat. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We are ready to go. Woo, Hopper, happy Poppermas. No burn white borders. Yeah, we got to maybe we'll bring that back, right? We'll say create here, go to 2, and hopefully we got the right, yeah, the big stink. So one of the funner names I've come up with being on point and such. But yeah, I was about to play the Black Clock. I've got that one built, and decided against it. This one felt pretty fun and kind of the zeitgeist. So these Mire Tritons are nice, but Stinkweed Imps, the majority of our block candidate, and bringing it back and such, I thought it was okay to cut down to 3 of these because it's the least one for the mill there. So let's see how we do. We're going to say, yeah, we want to go first. We ain't playing no 0 this week. Pretty heavy land build. Yeah, I've seen better. I've seen worse. We'll keep. We got the Mutt to throw out one of these lands probably. With this land base, the way it sits now, I'm going to play Forest Ent into the Geothermal so we get all our colors right. So if you're just joining us, Shirazamon sounds like he got hacked. So if you see him online, please give him a card or 3. I guess we'll get the Highland Forest because I forgot the other one is a Swamp Mountain. That's weird. They didn't just eviscerate your account, though. They took the tickets and that. But yeah, I mean it. Least I could do for always being here and my second in command, whatever, for forever and ever. And it's Christmas, so I'd be happy to trade with you later today. Or actually, pretty busy day for me today, but I should be online a little bit. All right, let's go. I guess we'll get our mana right. We'll bring out the Mutt. I love having 4 Knot of the Bone in the list. It's like having just 8 hate cards. We'll throw that out. Get a creature going online. This is very suboptimal here. We should be throwing out huge creatures. We've only got 1 in the yard, so this is not usually how the deck list works. Finally able to catch a stream live. Dr. Comrade in the house. Nice to have you with us, my friend. Yeah, you gotta. If you missed the top of the show, we got this cool new deck box. The whole thing comes off. You can reverse it. It's so well designed, but like I said, we're going to be bragging about that later and having a video to go along with it. I got to get off my butt and start promoting that thing. And the code for it for a 10% discount. This is a horrible draw, guys. At least we've got some thread on board. But they asked me what I wanted the code to be, and I said go. So when the link's available, if you type in go, you will be able to go get yourself a 10% discount. How's that? Boy, I'm very much considering throwing that out next turn just to draw something here. Happy that didn't go to our head. Everything comes back. This is one of those like go ahead and kill it decks. We don't really care too much. Even when the giant dies, it's like, okay, we'll go get it back with Dread Return. Yeah, they are going to be for sale, Dr. Comrade, in the coming month. And like I said, I was of the opinion they wanted to send me it, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Who's going to say no to free stuff, right? And with my standards are really, really high, and they knocked it out of the park. Just the design and functionality of it, and where your thumbs go. You know me, I'm very hard to please, and I'm very tickled that some of those lists can be pretty pricey too. So I was very happy that it went down the way it did. All right, let's do this. We'll throw out Imp. Do that. We'll say let's bring back Imp. Oh, come on, man. Well, at least we avoided all of that. Well, our land's going to be right, that's for sure. I mean, we can dread return next turn for the giant, but that's not much. I mean, I might want to just go with Ent in this scenario. This is like typical stream, right? The worst draw ever. Believe me, we're going to have some explosive fun with this list here. The propaganda does wild growth trigger a long white beard instead of a wig for the holidays. Oh yeah, you're right. I can at the break I can go. I've got a holiday set of. I forgot to grab them. Darn it! Of like a reindeer jingle bell sort of antenna looking things. So we can do that if somebody wants to do that. Jester among fools. Sorry, I'm late. What are we playing today? I call it the Big Stink. The deck list shall be close by. Back at you, Butterghost. Sorry, I'm just reading that up top. Thank you for that. Yeah, we call it the Big Stink. It's about getting Lotleth Giant out, courtesy of Stinkweed Imp and Dread Return, and staying alive via Knot of the Bone for days and days and days. It's a surprisingly resilient list, even when you bring in Graveyard Hate. We're having a horrible flood draw here. We only have 17 lands, and this ain't feeling too hot right now. Who knows? Maybe we slow roll this with an Imp play. That might be the better call. We do have Generous Ent we can just bring back now, and then we've got a big old fat blocker. That does have reach. Let's make sure. One of the few times I prefer it. So I only run 3 and I run 4 of the Troll because the Troll's kind of the sneaky finisher in this list. All right. Well, we've got something that doesn't really matter there. Well, can we slow roll this? I don't really want to use Dread Return on that quite now. Give away the bonus here. Let's just bring out Imp because we know they're going to kill it either by blocking or by shooting it. And then we'll just bring out this dude. Gain some life. Mill some cards. Rotting Rats in the house. Okay, that's fine. Now if we pull a top deck a giant, we can do that. Butter Ghost. Yeah, well, maybe that's what this will turn into. Who knows? But like I said, I didn't like the food strategy. It had enough coming to play tap lands, and the one I saw had 4 gingerbread houses, and the Cauldron Familiar was like, okay, that's cute. It doesn't really, I mean, if you're going after life gain, let's go, you know, bring it. Simplify, purify, focus. Daredevil Cakes is our opponent. That is a pretty cool little name there. All right, are they going to waste it on the Imp? That's a frustrating spot to be in because you know we want the Imp to die, but you can't do anything until the Imp dies. So there's a Christmas riddle for you. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. So I've done that. Bum, 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 bum. Did that. All right. Got a big holiday block party with the neighbors tonight. Should be a lot of fun. All Christmas sing-alongs and stuff. Get out the guitars, the fireplace, the s'mores, all that. Couldn't have better neighbors in 5 lifetimes. They are pretty rockin'. Alrighty. We are going to do some stuff this turn, I promise. None of this drop a land and wait stuff. But even here, you know, we can pull out of just about anything with Knot of the Bone in the yard. Yep. Well, hopefully we can dodge the relics or make them trip them, right? We don't like that. Here, bye-bye Imp, probably. Who knows what goes here. There's a lot of targets. Boop. Giant's going down. All right. Here we go. Oh, all right. Ultra Volcarine. I will have to get the Christmas hat. We'll do that at break. Please don't be shy in reminding me over and over. All right. I know I'm going to lose to time here eventually. Let's do, I guess we can Dread Return here. There's a lot of stuff we can pull off here. We can attack. That'd be fun. Get another creature in the yard. Let's do that first. Ultra Volcarine. Maybe I'll just go grab it in the meantime. Alrighty. Let's, of course, people are texting me. Do I want to do that or that? Let me go. I rarely do this, but since they're in our hand, do we want to just finish them off here? The troll has a 5 toughness. I'm not too worried about. Let's bring out the troll. I know we can block the hawk with the Generous Ent, but it doesn't have trample, which is very unfortunate. You'd think something that large would, but propaganda reminding you over and over and over and over and over. And yes, please, especially right before I go to break here. I was we're going to be. I think the first commercial we're going to go to is courtesy Conan O'Brien, like a lot of our stuff, but with the coffee table books. They have a pretty funny little skit on that we haven't shown in a while, which will give me enough time to go hunt down my holiday decorations. All right, 6 on the board. I'm going to bring out that, well, probably Rotting Rat, throw the imp out. Hope for the best. Stay close to Knot of the Bone here. The Troll of Khazad-dûm. Such a cool design card. Pretty hard to block, but it's quite a roadblock on blockers, don't it? I think I'll just thrash in here. Happy to trade with all those. So apparently improperly will... Pterothopter, Mindstab Thrall. Nice. I have brewed with that a few times myself. Such an embarrassment of riches. What shall we do? We can just hard cast Imp. Bring out Rats. Sacrifice to what? To bring out a Generous Ent, maybe? Let's do that. I'll do the Rat afterwards. Let's attack with both these. Again, I don't really care if stuff dies. All right, what's going on here? Alrighty. Let's go. Nothing, huh? All right, cool. Let's bring out a rat. Rotting Rat. We'll throw out... I guess we throw out the troll, huh? Throw out the troll. Okay. What are they going to lose? Hopefully something good. Cool. Alrighty. Let's dread return. Targeting, I guess we target the troll, darn it. Yeah, why not? That's going to be hard to kill. I'll get rid of this, this, and this. 2 trolls. 2 trolls are better than 1. We're at 15 life, so don't have to really worry. Maybe we'll get a triple gal blasted here. Maybe that's in the works. Makeshift Mauler. Yeah, that's got that cool artwork. What? No head. Isn't that the one? I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's hard to not play a deck when you name it the Big Stink. Big creatures and 4 stinkies. Not very on point with the holidays, right? Of course, I guess with everybody clamoring together and such, maybe that does happen. Okay, this is for 7 damage. Do we block here? I have a weird feeling we're going to... This troll's going to die, probably. I just got a weird feeling they've got a lot of damage. I want to stay in the double digits is what I'm talking about. So if troll dies, that's fine. We'll Knot of the Bone and just play it really, really safe this next turn. It's a Grinch deck. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, you get a lot of people together. The smells do rise. So the Big Stink, right? Big holidays. Judge is familiar, though. One in a blue? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I'd much rather that hit the troll than our face. We'll Stinkweed Imp here. We might just win if we trip over a giant. Trip over a giant. Doo-doo-doo. Come on, Stinky. Come on back. Bloop. Alrighty. We got the Mire Triton too. We got the Scrapwork Mutt. We got all kind of good stuff here. We can come on in for 6. We can do the Mutt dance. Let's do this. First we'll do Mutt. Just to throw Stinky in the yard. I know it's going to die to the Dawnbringer here, but whatever. We'll go here. And we'll bring back Imp, shall we? Because if we do the other thing, do we have another Imp in the yard? Sure, let's bring back Imp. Imp to itself. Good grief. We really just don't want to find that, do we? I'm going to slow roll this just to stay very alive. We'll do this. Go up a ton of life. That is such a backbreaking card. None of the moans. Oh, I see. White or blue. Yeah, I'm not a fan. But try it and let me know, man. 27 more. Soon more to come here. Rotting Rats being very relevant, as is the Scrapwork Mutt. We're going to lose it, but we might as well, right? So now we're healthy enough here. I think the Troll's just going to go all the way, which is oftentimes if the little zombie trigger doesn't kill them via the graveyard, the Troll often gets there. And that's another reason why I run all 4 and only 3 of the Ents. I think that's enough. The 4/4 package, I was just trying to, this little dude's a nice new card here. Not, well, new to Pauper-esque. What am I trying to say? All right, use double damage. I think my hunch was right. I think we would have died to burn. We've already seen a lightning bolt and a gal blast since the last turn. So, Mind Stab. I sure hope you saw the top of the show. Made the graphic just for you, my friend. All these early arrivals and benevolent fanaticism. Let's just call it that. We love ya. Happy holidays to y'all. We will be getting a little bit more festive at the break, thanks to Ultra Volcarine spilling all their Pauper points to make me wear outrageous headgear. Yeah, I really think we would have died. I know they probably top decked one of those, but geez, that was 11 damage just like that, and we were at 12. So, alrighty. Well, they can't trip everything this turn. That's a good thing, right? This will be fun. And here we go. Alrighty. Lots of stuff we can do here. Do I want to gnaw? Do I want to do some stuff? I guess we just have to go with the big play here. And it's not a real sexy move, is it? We just get the Troll back. Where the heck is our Lotleth Giant? I know they got rid of one, but it's not like they got rid of all of them. All right, we'll grab this. I'm going to hold on to this. When they trip it, we'll be all set. So they're hell-bent right now, so I think we're doing fine. Woohoo! Redeem Mtmentat. Happy holidays back at you, my friend. Good to have you with us. Tough deck to stream. I'm sure I'm going to lose on account of chatting too much and stuff, but we're only down a minute right now, so. There we go. Oh, that takes away our other game plan, doesn't it? Problem is, they're going to need some more stuff. Do they have more stuff? They do not. They have to trip the relic. Ha ha. Boy, they're running those main. That's hardcore. I have been seeing this list a few times. For what it's worth, when I run into the mirror, I haven't lost yet. I think mine can technically be a bit more consistent. This is going to be a bloodbath. We'll do the thing here. Cycle this. Bloop. I guess we get a Mire, right? Why not? Throw this down. We're on a discard outlet here. Hey, there's something sort of similar, right? No reason. Let's go. We're going to lose the Troll. But they're going to lose everything, baby. Woo! Crunch, crunch, crunch. 6, 2, 5, 6, 7. Oh, man. Yeah, but I will do it that way. Bloop. Let's go. All right. 2, 4, 5 on the thing. Let's bring this out so hopefully it dies. Oops. Hold on now. Now, wait a minute. 2, 4, 6. I can just cast it next turn, so I think I'm just going to wait. Yeah, I think I'm just... Let's bring out the Imp so we can fill up our yard. What's going on? I keep forgetting damage is on the stack. Playing like a noob here. What's going on? All right, here we go. Boop, 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 bloop. Let's go. Fill up that yard. Bacon Master. Yeah, relics are probably going to go up in price. Glad I got quite a few. Limbas. Getting their life total healthy. 2 cards in hand. We've already seen 2 relics main. That's pretty impressive. It's always hard to fight the yard if it's not organic to your list, meaning like, you know, like they're running artifacts, they have relics, so it's fine. So it can always replace itself. But I always find it's just too little too late. Unless you have those crazy draws where you're up against a graveyard strategy and you have like 4 relics in your opener and you can just start whittling everything away. Dreamer Stingo. And Night Soil. I think Night Soil can only target your graveyard. Oh, that's right. It can. I was looking for a withered wretch effect back in the day when I stumbled upon that. That's right. It can target your opponents. That'd be correct. Okay, well, that's a little late, aren't you, Giant? We're just going to do the sacrilegious hard casting of a troll. Might as well. Let's go. Down he comes. A good answer for all those. Attack with, what do you call, all the flyers all the time. When what we just saw is Glinthawk and the Skyfisher having a triple block. That's a nice trade-off. 3 for 1, I'll take it. Well, it was a 2 for 1. Named Chimpskey, of course you were. You were just born of Golgari soil, not soul. Oh, that too. I wish Night Soil just worked on any graveyard, any kind of card. That would be awesome. Even then, it would be kind of an iffy, like, I don't know if you want to play that. 3/6. We can just kill with direct damage if we top deck a basic. Just cast the Giant. This is not, for those of you that haven't seen this deck before, this is not how games usually go, but it's, as Chimpskey told me in the opening sentence, it's very, what was the word you used? It's not, it is a little bit grindy, but it can get there. It was an R word. It was an R word. What's the word I'm looking for? Terrible. Resilient. Yes, resilient. With all the death touch against us, all the 5/5s in the format and such, and especially with how we want things to die. It's good times. There's one. This is funny. We're actually going to be looking to top deck a land so we can hard cast the Giant here. 2. 3 more to go. Oh, okay. That works. Come on over, Inspector. We're 10 minutes in. Jeez, oh, peace out. Let's go. Imp control. Will it get there? Give me a land. Give me a basic land. That's pretty cool, too. I guess we could just do that. Or we could just cycle it. They've only got 1 card. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. They could technically kill the troll. Let's cycle it. I don't know. We should definitely wait on that. We could hardcast it now. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, they pretty much kind of eviscerate their entire hand there. Let's just cast it. They might draw a relic or something like that, and then we'd be trying to mince them apart with the stinkweed here. All right, there we go. Well, it took a while, but we'll go Boros. W. All right. I believe. Do I want to bring in the Vandal? I think a Vandal or 3 would be good. Grudges are good. Let's bring in 2 Grudges. I think I'm just going to bring in 2 Grudges. We can lose 1 Gnaw and probably a Triton. Maybe I want to bring in. I really like getting rid of Triton's sideboard, so let's go a little heavy. We'll do that. See newer sort of. Yeah, I really enjoyed that enchantment at first view, and then it I don't know, just as things go, it just started chopping things out. So I don't know if we're going to really run into Prismatic in that list. I'd imagine they might run it. So let's try that, and we'll take out one Vandal. We'll take out one Circle of Land Druid. Let's go. And if things get really long-winded, we've got this in our sideboard. So it's one of those cards that that token generator that was in the original. I forget what the name is. I think it's in the chat. But yeah, once it's out, it feels great. But it's like, turn 3. It's like, come on. All right. I guess we just bog in the Wayfinder here. Not bog. Geothermal bog is what I mean. So I did mean bog, but just the other bog. Oh, we could call this bogtastic. There's a lot of bad monikers we can use. I've got a discard outlet. I've really designed this to kind of consistently have that, even if it's not in your hand, usually Rotting Rats, or this is. So it's 8 cards that are organic to the list, and then I have 16 effects. So that's quite a punch. Pretty good times. And now we have something to discard. Don't forget, remember when we first played Lotleth Giant? This was like 7 or 8 months ago when it first came out. And I had the win, and I didn't see it because I wanted to wait till Dread Return was in my graveyard to play it. Oh, God, I felt this big mentally. That was so bad. Alrighty. Not quite sure technically what's the right move here. This could eventually be a 2/2 and be able to block that Therbid Inspector. So let's roll with this guy first. And that doesn't have quite the punch of the other. Let's see. We need more of a swamp variety moving forward. We'll do that. Say okay. And now it's not going to be big enough for anything. Oh well. Bum, bum, bum. Boy, our graveyard's being very minuscule lately. Against these value decks, against just about any deck, Rotting Rats can be quite the hassle. Do we just want this to die? I think we do. It's not going to die many other ways. We do have Dread Return in our hand. Let's block. Let's block. Let's see if they got an early relic or not. I'm going to save that Vandal for Relic Country. So we'll force them to use it when they get it. Technically, we could bring it out right now and just grab the bridge, but deck's robust enough, I don't think, unless I had Glasses of Urza, there it is again, to see if they're land screwed or not. I don't think this is a good time to do it. And with Skyfisher, 2 lands are plenty, so I don't think it's a good, wise route. Let's go. Stinky, thanks for joining. All right. We do have a way to discard it. So shall we do that? We have enough lands here. Let's rock like this. We'll do this to this, and we'll throw out Stinky. Really turn up our graveyard love here. Boink. Yeah, let's get it back. We'll discard Stink to draw Stink. The Giant has entered the graveyard. We have arrived. So at this point, a relic, you have to trip it right now. So this deck turns relics into Tormod's Crypt. I guess if you maybe Dark Ritual then a 3 of them, it would be relevant. But again, would you consider running a banding list? You know, that came up, it might have been you, Dr. Comrade, a few weeks ago, although I think you said this is your first time in chat. There are only, I think, 3 total cards in Pauper, and one of them's a token generator that creates banding, but if the list is solid, obviously of the white weenie variety, I'd be amazed if there's anything else out there. Yep, if you've got a deck list idea you'd like us to give a look at, paupergan@gmail.com. Please keep it to 1. Prevent spamming of multiple ideas. And also include if it's your idea from scratch, that sort of thing. All right. I think we trade here any day. Or we're just going to run into it and trade that way. So we want our stuff to die. We don't have that in the yard yet. We have plenty of land. We'll do this. Bloop. Bringing that out. Not of the bone in the house. Cool. Let's see here. Don't really have too much to go on that. We could do a Rotting Rat. They've got 4 lands. Or do we just want to... we're one away from Dread Return. You know what? Let me... I want that to... Let's bring this back out. Let's do this. I'll throw out the Imp again. Bring back the Imp again. Hey, there's Grudge. I should have anticipated that a little bit better. Let's attack, because Therbid Inspector will probably be going to the yard here. Got a very healthy graveyard. Pretty flexible things going on here. We'll go like this. Here we are. Boop. We end up getting a bolt, but next turn we'll be able to do a lot of stuff. Okay. Here we are. Oh man, that's a pretty good quote, Dreamer Stingo. I like that. Is that from a card, or did you just come up with that? Yeah, I'm running into the same problem, Dr. Comrade, with Rebels. It's like, what's the payoff? It's like, okay, I'm playing Rebels, doing a lot of stuff. You know, it's kind of like you focus on maybe the pro red one and try to build it up. And it's just like, well, why not just play Hexproof or, you know, the Hawk list that I showed. You might, Dreamer Stingo, could you send that to paupergan@gmail.com for our little quote contest thingy that's kind of ongoing? They are looking for the relic badly. They need to find it right now and trip it. We've got Grudge and Vandal in the hand, Grudge in the yard. Here we go. Now if they get a relic, it's not really going to matter. Cal Blast, they chose the wrong color too. I got to remember that moving forward after sideboarding with Grudge to leave up Forest over the Swamp. Old habits, as they say, right? Lotleth Giant. We're not going to be doing that much damage. But it'll be nice to get a big old fatty out there. Big old fatty. It's about as un-PC as you can get, right? It's not what we're here for. Let's go. Sure, let's bring it back. Bloop. Boy, that's a lot of stuff. Shall we make it more? Do we have a Dread Return in the yard? I should open this up. I'm just trying to keep the stream looking sexy, let's just say. Let's attack, because we'd rather that be in the graveyard. This plays a little bit like the black sack list, right? Where you're just like, go ahead and kill it, please. All right, black, and let's just do red because it's the holidays. Dread Return. I guess we go with the giant. This'll hit quite a bit here. How much? I don't know. Let's go. They're at 5. 27 cards left. And appreciations to Chimpskey. I never like to be surrounded by yes men, and I really appreciated your insights to this list and the critique of the one that I was proposing too. So he had the point like he'd never run out of cards because I had a Battlefield Scrounger main in the one that I pointed out to him, and I was like, you know what, this still hasn't happened to me yet either. So, still want one on the side, but hey, deck just got stronger. So thanks for your feedback. On top of graveyard, you can see the number of creatures in the yard. Oh, I didn't. You know what? I've never seen that before. Has anybody else? That's a trip. 10 creature cards. Hey, these people that have taken over the MTGO software are kind of doing a good thing here, right? Here we go. Here we go. Drawing cards. All right. Well, we can just kill them with the Vandal here. Yeah, so if you see this play, we just Vandal out that, and then they're gone. So boop, boop, boop. Win, win, win. All right. I am going to go to a quick break so I can go grab the hat. Actually, no. We'll just do a full commercial. I'll be right back with our Christmas fair via Ultra Volcarine and such, and I'll be back with more coffee too.
You the lad with the sun.
Do you think the Bible is particularly relevant to this generation?
Absolutely. More importantly, it's relevant to me and what I'm doing. Every day I think to myself, Old chap, God was talking to you.
Yes, most certainly I didn't hear a word that was just said, because I only enjoy things that are about me. Like, of course, the Bible.
Are you saying the Bible was written about you?
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes, quite ludicrous. I wasn't listening, but I do know that I'm only in the Gospels, the book of Revelation, and of course Genesis. No, the Bible is not about me, but it is about me.
Ah, yes, me. Haven't heard a word you've said, but when I first wrote the Bible, this is good, I thought to myself, well, this silly thing will never sell.
You wrote the Bible?
Needless to say, I haven't been paying attention to any of this, but I was reminded of the time when I created the earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th.
So you're both God.
Both? I'm not quite sure
No
what
one
you're
else
referring
up
to
here,
there.
boys. There's only one person and
chosen your words rather haphazardly. A careful choice.
All right, we're back. I don't know if this is really on camera. Maybe I can use it as a beard. I guess that's a little bit better. I don't know. Ultra Volcarine, what do you prefer? Create here. As they turn in their points. So got a little holiday cheer in here. It's just my show frames. This is more comfortable, but it's harder to see. Bearded Ganda. We'll let Ultra Volcarine, since it's their points, decide how this goes. Woo! That's a little on theme with the holidays, right? A little god arguments. Do we have a way to discard? We do. Our lands are all right. Let's keep it. We're feeling reckless. Yeah. Keep. Woo! I don't know why that got so large. Let's see what we could do. Is Ultra Volcarine around? Are they out doing the laundry, washing the car? Let's go. Yeah, you get the added audio benefit, right? Hopefully it's not too distracting. Here we go. All right, land's good. Let's bring this out and just wait on over. With all the flyers in the format and the 5/5, Stinkweed Imp is very at home. I have to say, this is much preferable to the wig. Maybe I'll have to modify this after the holidays and come up with something that's silly looking but not so hot as a wig. I don't know how you people with hair do it. I know I used to be one of you, but I love being bald. I've said it before. If I could roll back the clock and have hair, I would still shave it all off. It's just a very efficient way to live. Oh, we got some Brute Squad-esque sort of looking thing. We're going to throw out that imp nice and early. Alrighty, we got a Triton. That's a good call. We'll just slow roll this into a Triton here. Gain some life. Trade with the Recruit all day long. Nullify the Glinthawk's first hit, and mill some cards. The Troll. Next turn. Just because it's going to put such a quash on their attacking, I believe I'm going to just play out the Imp. I'm afraid all that glitters is coming our way. Like I said, if it's got first strike, that Kusite is a strange little card. Very janky, but boy, when you're staring down first strike 2020, and you got a death touch, it ain't that good, but it will be against this. So, yeah, we're definitely casting Stinkweed Imp and not letting it do the thing. Write a message on your head for the rest of the show. Ultra Volcarine, Brute Squad. All right, Volcarine, I don't know if you heard. I've got it on my head now, but we've also got the beard variant. Just harder to stay on, but it shows in the frame a little bit more. Which one do you prefer? This is easier to play with. Oh, that's true. Mindstab throw, a good call. All right, Art and Recruit staring us down. They think they got an easy rollout. Check this out. Woo-wee! Let's go, Stinky! Bearded Antlers gets my vote. Looks dazzling. Bladed Pinions. I don't think Bladed Pinions is a creature, though. It's got the benefit of being a creature in the Kusite. I'm going to sit back here. We want our stuff to die. I like, I know there's We talked about it the other day. I think it's something, what is it? Wings of the Bat. It's an identical card of another, I think, Fleetwood Sandals, but giving something flying and haste is pretty out of the blue. Nice blocks. Cloak of the Bat, that's the one. I just like the artwork on that a lot. I've tried to make that work in Infect all the time, just can't get it to go, so. All right, well, at Popperganemy Ultra Volcarine if you want me to change position. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep it on the top of my head. We'll go from there. Everything dies here, folks. Bloop. Bum, bum. Bye-bye, Ardent Recruit. You have met your match. Sure, we're going to see all kinds of relic love. We're bringing in all of our Masked Vandals. And if the metagame keeps moving forward against the graveyard, you can always include those in the main. Okay, we want stuff to be gone. Let's do, I guess we just do that into Lotleth, right? Scrapwork, discard Lotleth. By doing so, we will draw a card, and then we will see what we're going to do, folks. Again, appreciation to Chimpskey for sending me the original version of this list. Hey, we entered the battlefield. Did we draw a card? I guess we just had 2 Titans and I didn't notice it. All right, let's get some more stuff in our yard and gain some life. Go up to 19. Feel pretty safe here. All right, good. A Stinky's in the yard. Okay. Yeah, we're fine now. None of the bones are really going to, even if they find a way to answer the imp, which I'm sure they have plenty of, like Journey to Nowheres and such, but we'll be able to respond in kind or stay alive via Knot of the Bone. Knot of the Bone would be playable in Pauper if it didn't have flashback. It's that good, and giving it flashbacks just like, oh my God. Thank you for that. Yeah, you know, I'd love there to be an official place where somebody's like known for a list, because just because somebody 5-0s with it doesn't mean it was their idea. Like the very first challenge was won by Methonical with my list, but you know, it was a Ralligond and a few others after that. I think he won 2 of the first like 10 challenges with it. But so to an outsider, they're going to be like, oh, it's Methonical's list. And I'm like, hey, I made that. So I'm just always kind of cautious until I hear the official word. I'd have to reach out to them. But if anybody knows, Tagaxos, I'm not even going to try. There we go. There's the list for the original. I think that's the one that 5-0'd. Darby and the Reasoning. Look at that roadblock Stinkweed Imp is. I mean, we've got the option now. We can just even bring back Stinkweed Imp and just cast it again if we want to stay away from another, you know, all that glitters. Propaganda, the official word is tomato. Okay. Let's bring this back. Do we get a dread? We do not. We're running out of swamps very quickly here. You know, they've only got 2 critters. There's some options here. I'm kind of worried about another glitter hitting here. So I think I'm going to slow roll this and bring out the imp. I'm just going to bring out the other imp. And for right now, our Triton's just going to be our beat stick. We really need another swamp, don't we? Boop. Take that. Tomato, tomato. It's a long slog, but this way we're a little bit more protected from a Journey to Nowhere top deck or a Glitter top deck. And our life total's okay. Sometimes it feels like I'm playing with 1 Dread Return. It's like, come on. Show up, you know. Be in the graveyard at these moments. I can sacrifice stuff and just kill you in a swing. Careful, though, because the zombie damage is Prismatic Strandsable. That's a new verb. Prismatic Strandsable. Oh, sciatic nerve update. Felt fantastic for about the last 4 days. Went out to Candy Cane Lane and doing the whole festivities thing. Oh, they just drew it. So I'm just going to block 1. They've got a Prismatic Strands. So I went out to Candy Cane Lane. It was about a mile walk there and back, and when I got there, I started feeling about 1% of that thing. I've been doing all these stretches and stuff. So thanks for all the advice, kind words, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, unfortunately, seems like walking on any hard surface with shoes on triggers it. When I'm barefoot in the grass, which I try to do at least once a day, nothing. So weird. Yeah, Dread Return is tied behind my back for sure. Can we do anything in our... Nope, we cannot. All right, I think they just got tired of being patient. I know the feeling. I do it all the time. Rotting rats in the house. Now I'm not too worried about much of anything. Let's rot here. We'll throw out the imp. Throw out the imp. Come on now. Each player discards. Well, let's go. We will discard that. One of these years, we'll draw Dread Return. We're halfway through our list, and we still haven't done it. I guess we can do the other thing, right? Yeah, maybe we'll draw it this way. Let's do this for the Scrapwork Mutt. I think we'll keep Imp back just in case of a glitter top deck, right? I guess we get rid of the Triton. We'll keep our life tech safe. Let's bring back Imp. Do we draw? Is it in the yard? It's still not in the yard. Good lordy. All right, well, let's attack. Hi-ya! We'll keep this back. We'll get there. Can do some surprising damage without the combo showing up, which speaks to the resiliency of the list. Boop. Yep. Always yield. I was thinking of playing Dragscape Zombie. I could go Viscera Seer. There's oh no, that's not the card I meant. What's the one that cycles? It's a 3/3 and it cycles for 2. I don't think an Unearthed package is really where you want to be. We really like the Rotting Rat's ability to discard and this one to discard, so it's like playing 16 cards wrapped in 8 that are all focused up in one nice package. So that's the one, the Viscera Draga. There it is. They got a journey behind it. Might have to gnaw soon. All right, I'll just block that all day long. I don't know if they've ever seen a Stinkweed Imp before. I'm waiting for like some sort of combat trick to make these attacks make sense. We're gonna drop a Spore Frog next. What's up? That'd be the Kamiya False Hope. Is that the one that does it in white? And it gains indestructible and takes your whole turn and a card, and the Stinkweed Imp just comes back. And you know I've already got one in my hand. Strange. They do gain life. Never mind. Good way to stay alive. I think we kill him this turn, though. We've got to... Our deck is half gone. We haven't seen one of the 4 copies of you-know-what. So let's see if we drop it now. Bloop! Come on. Where is it? Are you kidding me? What is going on? This is insane. Right. Well, we need a Stinkweed Imp, so we'll play it. This is very strange. 24 cards left. 4 of them are Dread Return. This is very wild. I'm not dead yet. That'd be a really good name, Mind Step Thrill. And if you want Mind Step Thrill, send us an email at paupergain@gmail.com because you are 2023 Fan of the Year. And we have a graphic for you if you want to have it for whatever reasons. You don't have to screen grab it. I'd be happy to send you the one. I had a lot of fun blurring out and making it long enough, the background of... I don't know why we just don't block here. I guess we don't block. 2 I'm not too worried about. I'd like to keep 1 on the board for the big kapow move. Yeah, we'll have to rotting. Here we go. Gotta remember to be festive. Here we go. Come on back, Imp. There has to be one here. Come on. There we go. Finally. Now, do they have the thing, right? No, we don't want to attack. We can attack with this one. Yeah. Yeah, let's attack with the Death Touch. And play the other Imp. Hopefully they don't have Prismatic Strands main. That would really kind of suck, but we'll chance it. Here's our third creature to sacrifice. We don't really even need to do that, do we? We could do this. Yeah, let's do this instead. Well, Scrapwork Mutt. I'd really like to Rotting Rats here, but we've only got one swamp. It's playing very awkward right now. We'll throw out the Imp. Now they'll really be dead. Okay. So we throw out the Imp, we draw the Imp, we dread return and hit them with the Giant. So I guess they didn't have Prismatic Strands. Glitter. AZ. All right, Glitter 8. Oh, man. All right. They must not have much of a sideboard here. All right. Here we go. We're crushing fools. Using all the tools. Here's the list I'm running. I don't like the food angle. I like the discard consistency angle. And hopefully I can keep showing it off to y'all. This is probably one of the quickest turnaround ideas that I've ever done on the show, so apologies for any misplays. Especially to you, Chimpskey. I've probably got maybe 8 games in with it. That's how egocentric of a deck builder I am. I play it that little and I make all these changes. We'll keep the big stink. Let's go. Land is good. Drop a Mire and hold our opponent's feet to the fire. Mire and fire. It's a bit of a stretch. Close enough. Dum bum bum. So fun playing against control when you have Rotting Rats in your list and they're just sitting there waiting. I'm going to counter whatever you do. It's like, oh yeah, check this out. Now there is a flaw in the plan. Ginger Brute can get through our defenses. We don't really have anything with haste. By not really, I mean we don't. We have plenty of ways to kill artifacts. Let's start with a Mire. Hopefully we just top deck a Swamp. I'm going to let that Wayfinder go do its work. I think that's probably the better call here. Do we have an early Glitter play right out of the gates? We do not. I guess if you were really push comes to shove in your metagame, you might be able to run Snuff Out. I don't think you should be anti-creature. I considered Fleshbag Marauder would be interesting, but the only scenario I wanted that in was against a big like Hexproof style thing, and that Ridged Kusite being able to discard and give first strike I thought was a little bit more on point, on theme. Always good to check all your bases. Oh, do we want to start filling up our yard or get some defenses out? I think we're going to lean on a critter out first. Let's get the Wayfinder going. Or no, you know what? Scrapwork Mutt's better call. Actually, what am I talking about? The Rat is the best call. They've only got 3 cards. They're going to cost them one of them. We get the Imp in the yard, and we start turning on the graveyard. So, apologies. Just got quite a bit of thinking on this one. I've had quite a bit of coffee, but apparently it's not enough. Yeah. That's true. They do have haste, but that's not when the Ginger Brute is attacking. But good call there. Let's see what card we're going to get at this stage of the... Oh, come on, man. 2 quitters in a row? What's going on? I guess our tech is just too great. Ha, ha, ha. Note to self. Go rewatch these and block those players. All right. We won't count that one, folks. Rotting Rats is broken. Needs to be banned. Yeah, in the right list, you can make a... It can seem... very this is pretty much outside of lands and this creatures. This is the only spell in the whole list. Running 35 critters, 17 lands, and the rest is Gnaw to the Bone and Dread Return. But these both like to come back from the yard. Flashback, go get stuff, kill your opponent, do it again, get rid of control, and throw this into your yard. Same sort of thing here with flashback. Fix your stuff, and fix your stuff. 10 cards that do that. Flaring Pain in the House. Get a little holiday beard action going on here. Oh, and if you missed the top of the show, these will be available soon. I think it's LBG Duel. I can't. If it's on our community tab, if anybody can just look on YouTube and the store. But we're gonna have a 10% off offer for these. Like I said, it's just again, we'll do a whole video on it, but it's just so well designed. And everything, the little thumb holes, everything on it, it's Beautiful. That's, like I said, I'm hard to please. I was very pleased. Yeah, I want to play first. Let's hope this isn't a quitter. Woo! Apologies for that. Yes, we will keep this. So the initial build of this, when I would see an early giant, I did not like it. I did not like it at all. Because I had very few ways of getting rid of it outside of hard casting it. I had considered Wild Mongrel. I do not like this person's taste in lands. The art's not that bad. It's the frame, I tell you. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, let's make them discard something, right? We need to get stuff in our yard. I'll throw the giant out. Bloop. I'll say okay. Happy to trade. Sent you my banding list to your email. CNC is welcome. Thank you, sir. Glad it's a list. Like, tough to know where to begin, right? Ooh, Battle Screech in the yard. This will be spicy. Stinkweed Imp's not going to do too much good against a wide strategy. We'll just have to kill him. Got to watch out for Prismatic here. This looks like a weenie list, especially game 2. And make sure until we hear otherwise to attack with 2 creatures, not 1, so we don't run into Celestial Flares. Yeah, my step throw, just send me an email reminder and I can send you the actual graphic that was at the top of the show if you want to, I don't know, use it as a screensaver or whatever. Print it up. I don't know. Probably not worthy of a print up job, but just as another kind of thank you for having our back all this time. All right. I guess we just get things right, huh? Let's do this first because it'll actually throw stuff in the yard and it might be relevant to what we're doing here. Rats goes down. All right, we'll keep this a mystery and we'll just do it EOT. Go get the Geothermal Bog, I think it's called. Thanks for all your submissions too on the best white creatures. I do have a list now. And I should have been a lot more clear on it. Like a lot of you voted for Therbin Inspector, and I think it's just because it's in so many decks, but just the ability to kind of, make a token and draw, it's very good, but I think it got edged out of the top 10 just for sheer quality of creatures. I think Seeker of the Way or one of them I compiled all of the lists and kind of talked it over with a few resources. Oh shoot, I'm talking too much and I didn't even do the troll dance, darn it. All right, we got a lot of critters coming our way. We're going to need stuff to hit the yard. So let's do the little land dance here. We'll do this. Enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. We get our land back. Yes. Okay, Knot of the Bone will be relevant here. We're going to do this. Do we just double troll EOT, I guess, right? Let's do this. I'm happy to trade with tokens. Again, we want our stuff to die. That Knot of the Bone might be very necessary here. Yeah, let's just double troll. Oh, thanks for that, Mind Stab Troll. Art is so in the eye of the beholder, though. The Flagbearer, yeah, that definitely made our list. Oh, darn it. Our opponent knows we want our stuff to die, or they have Prismatic Strands. Either is relevant. I sure wish that little Graveyard Dog, the artifact one, I forget the name of it right now. I sure wish it got a lot bigger. That's one of my favorite design cards in a while. So they know we don't want our stuff to die, huh? All right. Well, let's give them something to worry about. We'll just keep attacking here. Cycle. Let's get the colorful Geothermal Bog. There are still few places where the natural dangers outweigh even those posed by the Phyrexian sleeper agents. Pretty cool. We'll do the dance. We'll do it again. Cycle this. Bloop. Get our land right. Haunted Mire. At this stage, I don't really care. I'd rather have the option of a basic. Just in case I want to get a little selfish here with what we top deck. Next, let's go. Scrapwork. Quite relevant. We'll do that so we can bring him back. Knot of the Bone is available. Might want to just hold on that, right? 3 cards in our opponent's hands. Let's attack with everything. We like stuff to die. Cool. Stuff's gonna die. Dun 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 dun. Whoop. Alrighty. I don't think they have enough to kill. Let's see. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back. Let's Gnaw to the Bone no matter what this next turn. Hopefully we draw something good. I don't know where our Stinkweed Imps are hiding. Gonna probably have to use that Scrapwork Mutt's ability to hopefully draw 2 cards next turn. Don't like that. Considered having a copy of Crypt Rats. Might prove very relevant right about now. Or do we just keep waiting? Squadron Hawk. Are we headed for our first loss with a go wide? What did we learn? Did we learn that we might need a copy of Crypt Rats? I would hate to dread return for a Crypt Rat, but it might be necessary. I've considered it. It's a few times. We have 8 creatures, 24 life. Let's do it. I'm just being impatient here. Bloop. Crunch. Back in action. That's how you gain life, not some Lunark veteran slow rolling you. Come on now. All right, this is good because we fill up our yard greatly. Let's do that. Let's go. What do we find? Hey, good stuff. Stinkweed Imp and the Giant. Any dread return? Damn it, Jim. Okay, let's go. No. I wish it would say, had a little pulsy thing like this blue thing when it's like, oh, here's your combo. That'd be cool. Start of the game or in your list, you right click and you say prioritize in graveyard, and it like glows when it's in the graveyard just for you, hopefully not your opponent. I'm going to prioritize swamps over the other. Is this any creature or just when another creature is under your control? That's right. And that one's that way. Okay. Rotting Rats I think is better where it's at. Let's bring out the dog. I'll get rid of the thing. This way, if we do draw a dread return, we can discard it via the Rotting Rats. We'll discard this. What do we get? Well, we'll get a Stinkweed Imp. Do we really want that in hand right now? Yeah. What am I talking about? Of course we do. Dread return. Cool. All right. Let's do the dance. All right. We might as well make one of these a... So careful here. You get real excited. But if we cast Rotting Rats, we get rid of one of their cards again. Hopefully it's not a Prismatic Strands. This might be a bad play if they've got Strands main. Well, we're going to find out, but then we don't have to combo off if they do. Okay, it's that. So we'll dread return, targeting the Giant. We'll do 13 to them, which isn't all that much. Sacrifice 3 creatures. Well, this is going to die anyway. Don't really care about this. When this dies, I get something back. Let's do that. Bloop. We shall get back a forest. Be nice if the bog would show up at this stage, right? Always something to discard. Crunch. Boink. They're at 3. Okay. That would be nice to be able to see the border cards. Chandelar, Mindstab Throw brings up. Yes, we have it loaded on a computer in the other room. My son plays it pretty regularly. I tried like crazy. I went and I made a graphic for it to overlay for the show, and I was going to surprise you all about a year ago by playing it. Couldn't stream it. It's just so old, and I just could not make the software see it. All right, let's bring in our... The more I'm playing this, the more I feel like Masked Vandal should be in the main. Maybe 2 of them. Maybe we get rid of Circle of the Land Druid, even though it's kind of cool new tech. Natural Recovery. It's a neat, flexible way of keep bringing things back, right? We've got another Gnaw to the Bone in the yard, which is good. We're just going to Stinkweed again. We've got other Titans. Maybe we don't need Crypt Rats. I think that's I ran into something similar last night, and I was like, I think it still just gets there. We want that Scrapwork Mutt to die. Well, We're dead to a big spell, so I really want to keep up Knot of the Bone math here. We'll bring back our Imp. We don't need anything else anymore. Dread returns here. We win. So we can Mutt. Do we want to Mutt, or do we want to... Let's see. Do we have another Giant is the thing here. Yeah, we want to Mutt. So we'll Mutt here. Hopefully we turn over a Giant, because that'll just be game. Discard the Imp. Draw the Imp. Is he there? Well, they quit regardless, but, all right. Well, we know what they're going to be doing. We already saw a Journey, and we're going to see some relics, so I'm going to bring in all 4 of these. Be a little heavy-handed. These could be relevant. Everything's relevant. This Knot of the Bone, I sure liked having it. I think we're going to lose our Tritons. Probably lose the Land Druid here. I want to bring in a Pain or 2. Let's make it 2. Bog probably. There's another tap land for it. We need to lose 1 more card. Maybe a Rotting Rats. No, man, I love having this 8 versions of a card that do that ability. Always, always, always relevant. I think I'll lose a Prowler here. I just really respect the go wide strategies, and I like to be safe. You know, who doesn't like to be safe? It's the holidays. You want to be warm and fuzzy by the fire, right? Yeah, it makes for good TV when you attack for the win with 1 life, but to be real about it, I'd much rather have 400 life and just be like, what? Just walking around, right? Yeah, we have an emulator that runs the Chandelar fine, but I just couldn't get it to stream, so we'll keep this. We have a Vandal in hand for an early relic. We got 2 Vandals in hand. I do like that artwork. That is cool. You know, if you're ever going to go to a MTG party dress up and you had that get up, that wouldn't be too hard to pull off, especially for a mask maker. Yeah, we get in the hundreds. It's the thousands. Yeah, that'd be even nicer. It's like that maths bathroom break that we play sometimes, where it's like, although scientists think there might be a larger number, and then it just rolls over 1 more digit. I always like that. And Vandals broke the handle. Alrighty, we got an Inspector showing up. We're going to keep these Vandals back, so we don't really have any food for them to eat at the moment. Scrapwork Mutt. I think I'm going to favor that. Throw out the Imp and get the party started. And we can trade with the Inspector when it shows up, if it wants to inspect anything here. I guess at this stage it's probably better to just make them discard something, unless it's a Battle Screech. We'll throw out this here. Let's go. Open up the graveyards. And, whoa, we got a Bugler. That's intimidating. Very intimidating discard. Why would they do that? I guess let's be happy it isn't... well, that kind of blows. There goes one of our... man, that's a good card. Dawnbringer Cleric is just so clutch. That's pretty cool, Mind Step Throw. Unless you were really intelligent. Recommission. Yeah, that's a good call. Oh boy, this was timely, huh? Let's do this. Get our graveyard right. All right. And what shall we get? We need red, so we'll do that. Okay. And the payoff is we've got a 1/1 dork. Not that great. Let's attack. We want stuff in our yard. A lot of times they think you're up to something too, and you just get these free damage spells in. So plus it just sets a precedent, you know. It's like, you're only going to get me in the air. Fine, a trade here. We don't have a Dread return out right now. We're more than likely going to see it in our yard. So we only have 1 creature in our yard right now, so this is feeling pretty pathetic. It feels kind of like a stultified hand. Our mana's right, but that imp, or the Dawnbringer play is very, very, very clutch. Attack. We don't care about nothing. All right, we're just going to keep doing the thing here. Let's bring this out. Blanchwood Prowler. See what we're going to... Oh, man. Oh, well. At least it's a 2-2 that can sit around and pretend to be a blocker. Let's go. Yeah, I'll keep them back because I can double block and kill that thing. Any of them. Don't want to be too reckless here. Dread Return in the yard. That might represent some fear. Maybe that's why we didn't attack, right? I got the steam coffee nose. Sorry about that. It's always right under my face. The mists rise. And they're looking for a relic or something of relevance. I'm happy to stem the bleeding here. I think trading with the Bugler would be fine. Especially with Vigilance. And nothing of extreme importance. We could always get back the Generous Ent here, but happy with the trade. Do you like something to go with your fresh steamed coffee nose? In real life, that never happens because you move your coffee around all the time, or it's off to the side. But the way I've got everything set up, it's right next to my mic. So, oh, wardrobe malfunction. Get on my head. If I had hair, it would grab a little bit better. I just got a slippery head, I guess. Let's make them discard and then drop a rat, right? I think so. Bring out the rat. Am I missing something? We shall go like this. I guess we'll discard the mutt. Or the knot of the bone. We're going to need this pretty soon, so I don't want to get too crazy with that. I guess we lose the mutt. See a mutt. Hopefully this is something good. Wow, they don't really have any... I expect there to be like a Prismatic Strands or a Battle Screech by now, right? Okay. We can Dread Return out the Ent this turn. Really should have attacked there. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm just we're gonna bring this out and we'll Dread Return the Ent. Oh, that cost 2. For some reason I thought that flashed back for 1. Oh well. We'll do this. Getting a little worried with the life total here. Glad those 2 of those creatures are on the ground. Woo, returning chatter. Get on my head, get in my belly. Wait, what is this? Did I roll screw chat here? Sledgehammer. Anyone have 4-time Tyrant's Choice? Wow, are those running out? I don't have any extra. It's one of those cards I just get 4 of and just chill out. All right, bye-bye, Dread Return. I guess that's going bye-bye. I would imagine. Shall we top deck it? Dread Return, we hardly knew you. Knot of the Bone's going to be pretty relevant. I don't know why my chat is not keeping up with everything. Go like that, I guess. Returning chatter. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. 13 minutes left. Good grief. Let's get going here. Scrapwork Mutt to do what, right? I guess I just attack and then Knot of the Bone. We'll be taking 2 damage. I get the element here. Let's attack, make them suspicious. They don't block. Come on, man. I want stuff to die. They're no fun. There's nothing our Vandal can really take advantage of here. I really want to play this Bog out. And I guess we just Knot of the Bone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll get 10 life. Nothing to sneeze at. This is strange. Oh, man, I'm jealous. Sledgehammer, you're near the Space Coast of Florida. I'd love to live there. I want to see a shuttle launch for our next vacation. I keep trying to talk the family into it. I want to see one of the big ones. Let's go. And I love all the weather. You guys get lots of rain and crazy weather being down there at the keep. All right, up to 21 and back down to 15. Let's see what our opponents, sorry for the hiccups there. Yeah, they've gotten rid of 2 key cards. Skyfisher and Dawnbringer are doing a lot of work. I got a weird feeling they're just holding on a Skyfisher, which is a very good strategy. To just keep bringing back Dawnbringer when they need to. Or they're going and looking for it. I sure wish this was an artifact or an enchantment creature. I'd have the answer right now. Let's go. Scrapwork Mutt. We can get double duty out of these if I do this for the other Mutt, right? I guess we get rid of a Vandal at this point. We've got one in hand. We're just kind of staring at it at this point. We'll do that. Let's hope we draw something good. That was not something good. Let's do this. Okay. We'll get rid of this. What did we get? A big old creature. That's pretty good. We can Gnaw next turn. We don't need the land. And we can hard cast it with another land top deck. Do we hold on to the troll? Let's attack regardless. I know, I'm really afraid of a Guardian's Pledge here. Make me want to play with a Spore Frog. What do they have? What on earth is that going to get? Well, at least we have a target for the Vandal. You know, when you see a play like that, you know that they're holding another one. So we know one of the cards in their hand, which makes Rotting Rats all the better. But we're going to have to gnaw to the bone. This is fine. I don't... Oh, shoot. There it is. Crunch. Did. All right. We pull even. That was I think... Did we already play one game? I think we won the first one game, didn't we? Or is this the first game back? What am I talking about? Yeah, we've already got Flaring Pain in the yard. We didn't really see any evidence of that, but it doesn't mean that they're not playing it. I think we run this back, guys. Do a little superstition moves here. Put the Geothermal Bog between 2 trolls. We all know that's never lost in the history of Magic. Let's go like that. Battlefield Scrounger. Not going to need that. The ground crew, not that impressive. Let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Almost the end of the year show. We'll be back next week for our New Year's Eve extravaganza. I just say that. That's just words. Yeah, let's play first. We're not playing 0. All right. We do we have a troll or anything? Yuck. We got to throw this back. I was hoping we had one of our troll dudes. We'll mulligan. All right. This is a keeper. Keep this. What do we want to get rid of? We don't want Dread Return going anywhere. Gosh, do we lose the Ent? Do we lose the rats? I guess we lose the rats. Or do we lose the Mutt? Let's lose the Mutt. Done. Rat represents our opponent having to get rid of something too. And as we saw last game, it's usually good stuff. Try to hold on to that Dread Return so we have an actual target, and they have to use a journey on it. Let's see if that goes here. Boop-a-doo. Pop. Not quite sure why this is not keeping up with the chat. That's really weird. Something OBS is doing wrong. Don't like an early veteran. We don't really have any removal in this list. What to do, what to do. Yeah, let's get our lands right. We'll do this. Open up our yard. Feed the yard with the Satyr. The Satyr hater. Bloop. Hey, that's a pretty good pull. Bloop. We can always Dread Return out a Masked Vandal if things get really crunchy. Chat pause due to scroll. I don't want to chat pause. Let's go. I don't know why it's doing that. If anybody knows, that would be cool. Usually don't interact with it at all. It just keeps rolling. So, All right. They're on a mission to go wide. So we know the pledge plan. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. I'm feeling that. I guess we just rat Ent here. We can just hardcast Ent and then get a big old fat blocker if we need to, right? Things are going to change. Let's go. Fill up that yard, sucker. Woo! Cool. Oh, man. I forgot. I meant to not do that. I guess we'll hold back. Shoot. I wanted to bring out the dog, man. I guess we'll do that next turn. For now, we'll just be sad. Let's rock here. Yeah. Throwing out the imp. If they've got a Dawnbringer, we're going to see it right now. Prismatic in the yard. Okay, that's fine. Don't like when that happens, but we can offer up a double trade here with an Inspector. Idyllic Grange doing its slow dance. Another reason I don't usually like playing with this card. Always seems to work when you're playing against it, but it can have those, oh no, it cost me a turn. Oh, all right. Well, let's see what we had coming up here. Not much. W. I have to use the restroom, everybody. I'll be right back, and we'll play the next 2 games. See if I get this one right this time, right after this.
I love looking through the bargain bin to see the coffee table books that nobody else bought.
Right.
The ones that were real duds that went nowhere.
Right.
Okay? We've collected the biggest stinkers from the holidays. These ones just didn't sell. You might see why when we start to show them. And we thought we'd share them with you right now, and I think you're going to enjoy it. For example, here's one. Didn't sell at all. It's called Butterflies That Sold Out. These are butterflies.
Oh, dude.
Dude, why? And look at this. Look at this one right here. A beautiful monarch, but no.
That's actually kind of pretty.
It actually is pretty.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
down here we got this guy. That's just not right. Why? Here's one. Shopping mall Santas without the beards or Santa outfits. This is them back in civilian life. It's just somehow not the same.
Yeah.
And there's this guy down here. Hey, he looks familiar.
Hey.
I know that guy. All right, self-parking cars are a big story at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. Cars that can just park themselves.
Yep.
Look at this one. Self-parking cars that are assholes.
Oh, my God.
Look at that thing.
That is not right.
Yeah, you don't take up 2 spots and then look at that. That's
On top of the Porsche.
I don't know why this one did. I love this book. Stoned Horses. These are horses that are... Look at his eyes, man. These horses.
Introducing the Elf on the Shelf menu at Naya's. Put flavor counters on the stack. Of pancakes, that is. Oh, what snow-covered funnel cakes. Or try our Boros burrito. And kids eat free every day from 4 to 10 p.m. But it's only for good boys and girls. So be good for pancake's sake and try our Elf on the Shelf menu. Only at Naya's.
And we're back. Bladder empty, coffee refilled, ready to go. Stoned Horse Steve Austin. That's right. That's cracked me up. I was about to go grab I do have a festive little cap, but I modified it for pickleball because I wear a sun cap, and then I stapled it to the hat. I just didn't have enough time at the break there, Ultra Volcarine, so the antlers will have to do. Okay, lands are good. We'll go get the red bog out of this one. Staple the antlers to your head. We'll keep this. Yeah, we got discard outlets. We got all kinds of good stuff going on here. Let's go. I think a lot of people are tired of running into this list. Be honest, I haven't played too much Magic this week. With everybody in town and, my mom visiting, my sons both in the house and such. So not sitting in front of the computer as much, but from this feel of it, I know I've run into it. I only played this like 7 or 8 games, and I think I ran into a mirror matchup variant, 2 or 3 of those. I was like, whoa. But nobody's going to have a better name than the Big Stink, right? Stinkweed Imp with big old creatures behind it. Hey, can I request a black burn next week, Sledgehammer? Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. I can't promise, but I'll put a star by it. I was building a clock variant of that and having some success. So what to do now, huh? All right, we're here. We've got our lands built up. Do I just want to get a rat out? I do. We're going to rat here, throw out the imp, make our opponent get rid of something. Hopefully it's not something good like with flashback like we're trying to run here, and it just costs them a good card, but it'll give us a little bit of intel what we're up against. All right, it's a good card, darn it. This isn't the person we just played, is it? Oh, no, it's the deck we just played. A disco outfit, mind Steph. I don't even own a disco outfit. All right, that's not going to be a problem because we have Stinkweed Imp to block that all day long, so we don't have to worry about that too much here. Right now I'm wearing my Kittle jersey with the 49ers. Man, they are playing out of their mind, and there's a game as good as the Super Bowl here on Christmas night. I can't imagine that game not delivering. The two best teams playing on Christmas. It's happened like once in history. Just the way the things are all set up. All right, let's gosh, do we Druid here? No. Oh, we could Druid. We could do all kinds of stuff here. Let's cycle this out, I guess. We've got a Dread Return out. Cycle this here. Hold on, if we Druid. Oh, and I just want to cast that. Yeah, let me just Druid here. Yes. Cool. The giant has entered the building. We'll go get our land. Bloop. Go get the bog. Plop. Did we play a land this turn? Darn it. We did. Do I just want to kill it? Nah. So we can offer up our Rotting Rats next turn and Dread return back the Lotleth Giant. Woo! Rhina 94 with a rating party of 38. Welcome to Propaganda. Thanks for joining us. I'm wearing this crazy thing on my head via fan submission of our little pauper points here. Let's see if we can start getting stuff dead in the graveyard here. We'll block with the rats. Hey, let's just block with both, huh? If they've got Prismatic, let's use it. If we top deck a basic, we can hard cast Dread Return, getting back the zombie. It only does 6. Okay. That's a cute little trick. Bringing out the Omen for the beneficial life boost effect, keeping the unicorn alive. We lose both our creatures. Not too worried, though. We can block stuff for days. Going wide here. Woo! All right, let's go get back. I guess at this stage, I'll just get back a basic. We can Dread Return back something decent. Kind of wish we had the Imp in the yard here. If we get the little artifact dog, we can do that. There be a troll in our midst. All right. Do we just hard cast a... I think we could do that. Let's bring out another rat. We can discard the imp. Okay. Discard a card. Pretty close, or even obvious choice there. Let's do that. All right, rats is in the house. I guess we'll play the bog. We could rat again. They did lose a quality creature there, but I don't want to use. I like to bring back the next turn we can rat, discard, and then play a Dread Return probably for the win. Let's just play this out. I'm just going to do this right now to just get everything right. Let's get a basic here. We got plenty of colors. If I need the lands, I want to be able to use them here. So we're going to block all day long. Yeah, here we go. Which one of the viewers are going to troll this time? Soul the Tenant. That's going to keep them in it. We got 10 creatures in our graveyard right now. Soon to be 11. Come on over. I'll block that all day long. He's like, oh, wait. It keeps coming back. I call this deck the Big Stink. We've got Stinkweed Imps and lots of big creatures. Pretty good moniker, if I do say so myself. Woo! An appreciation for the raid. We don't get raided too often, so it's nice to have some new viewers. Oh, I'm sure they all got. Like, what's this? I've been thrown to some streams where I'm like, I don't like this game. Okay, here we go. They're gaining life. Things are getting big. We're going to be bringing back an imp to showcase some goods here. See if they've got a journey to nowhere. Yep, come on back, imp. Let's make our graveyard nice and big. Woo! All kinds of stuff came up. Can we play that? No, we don't have enough mana for that. So I guess we'll just hard cast that, get them to 10, and then be able to trade stuff. Let's do that now. Let's try to return back. Lotleth Giant. We could do the Ent, but I'd rather just trade here. Always yield. They're going to gain a life out of the deal. Little Soul Sisters variant. Gets bigger. We want our giant in the graveyard. Next turn, we can do more. Let's go. Got an Anthem effect headed our way. We shall see. Neptune 1764. Wonder what the number means. I'm sure it's not because 1763 was taken. Bad dad jokes are what you get. They're going to gain life at instant speed and feel creative. That's cool. We want this to die. If not, we trade. They got to have another, like, yep, there it is. Another Omen of the Sun. Interesting little moves there. They're gaining lots of life. This is getting frustrating. I'm going to probably have to hard cast this imp here pretty soon. Don't want to die to this Tyrannosaurus unicorn. Crunch. Man, that's just an alabaster blowout. Yowza. Don't look at that early in the morning. Okay, here we go. What can we do? Not a lot of that. Let me get the imp out first. So I'm getting a little scared. Bring out the imp. Represent a good blocker. Do we hide behind the Knot of the Bone, or do we play this? I think we're going to hide behind the Knot of the Bone. I guess we should just do it now, right? Nah, we'll keep them guessing. Maybe the imp will end up in there and we'll have even more life to absorb. If we look at our graveyard, we can bring back Dread Return kind of at will. Okay, that's a little worrisome. We'll be taking a lot here. I'm glad we kept Knot of the Bone open as an option. Let's hope they don't have some sort of samurai instant. All right, that's pretty cool. Let's do the thing right now. Knot of the Bone. Yield through the turn. Go up to 42. It's not that much with that big old unicorn hit looking our way. But now our Blanchwood Prowler looks a little bit more appetizing. 2, 4. Yeah, especially if we do hit a land, this might be very relevant. That's very relevant. We've already got another one in our yard. So let's roll the dice. If we get a basic here, it's good times. Boy, this life deck's really staying in it. We've got 3 more imps somewhere hiding. 1 card in their hand. It's probably a good time to Rotting Rat. The Suture Priest. You don't see that much anymore. I used to build with that all the time. Alrighty. Let's see what we're going to get. Nothing. Well, that's unfortunate. I really wanted that to hit because... Well, I guess we can Dread Return right now. But I'd rather get the life gain, right? All right, let's. I guess we'll Rotting Rat now. Get rid of. Hopefully, this is a really good card they throw out. I mean, they do have a Battle Screech in the yard. Gaining life. Oh, it's a unicorn. That's a pretty good call. All right. Well, we'll bring back the Mutt. I guess we attack with it. Although if they see our plan, which is pretty transparent, it's not going to be all that great, is it? All right. I guess we're just going to bring back Dread Return. We'll target the... Where's our big old fat fatty? Where'd he go? Oh, he's been journeyed? No. Where's the... There it is. Okay. All right. We'll sacrifice. I could attack here, but they're wise to it. It's kind of a bad pull. Plus, our Knot of the Bone's really going to pay off more here. They're gaining so much life. This is getting frustrating. All right, we chop them back down to size. They're hellbent, and we have Knot of the Bone in the yard, so I'm feeling pretty good. And we're happy to trade the Giant. What's neat about this list is we want stuff to die. It's got that black sack mentality, right? All right, Rotting Rats, get out of here. And when you play this list with the rats, your opponents like to be hellbent, which is good for us, so we don't run into any surprises. If they want to hoard cards, the rats get them. Chomp, chomp. Holiday cheer. And again, I know I mentioned at the top of the show, I've got this very cool deck box available soon. So well designed. I'll be trying to do a video on it. All right, we'll block. Do we have another Dread Return? We do. We can just keep doing this. Thanks to having so many unflappable creatures. Hey, there it is. Thank you there, Chimpskey. Yeah, that's what I wrote about it. We're going to have a link for all the Pauper Ganonites. Be a 10% off. They gave me a 5% off overall or a 10% off a one-time buy, and I'm like, I'll take the 10. I doubt anybody's really going to be buying multiples. But the code will be go, go. I thought that was very obvious. I think if you're trying to crack a code, that would probably be it if it's Pauper Ganon related, right? Yeah, now we've got playmats, card sleeves, card boxes. I don't know what else we can do. What more do you want from me? Let's go. All right. That represents 1, 2. I think we have it if we... Yeah. We'll do this. Those darn sisters are going to be gaining just enough life to maybe stay alive here. Yeah, let's get a forest. Okay. Play it. Do they have a card? They do. Let's play out a rat. Make them lose their valuable card. I think we're going to have just enough to kill them. They got rid of an omen. That's pretty cool. We'll bring out the Scrapwork Mutt. Oh yeah, we haven't lost yet. Maybe this deck is a problem. Yeah. So that'd be after the one, we had just enough to kill him perfectly. So I'm anticipating that will be needed. Let's bring in the Vandals. Noticing a theme here. Let's bring in the Bog. Switch out a Mire. And I believe that's good enough. Let's get rid of the Tritons. Well, you know, that unicorn, maybe we don't get rid of the Tritons. Let's get rid of the Circle of Land Druid. I'll hold on this. A lot of times people don't know about this card. Thanks to Chimpskey, my partner in crime for this one, for reminding me of that gem. I think I want to keep all of these. We got journeys, all these things coming up. Might be able to get rid of one of these. And by might, I am. The Prowlers, probably 2 Prowlers. Let's go. Yeah, I'm new to the deck. You know, if I played this like 100 times, I could probably get down to 3 Knot of the Bone if you're an adept player of the graveyard. But like I said, I haven't taken this for a drive all that often. So this is why we love these new land cycling lists, because you can run 17 and it feels like you have enough. We just get there. So we'll keep this, right? Yeah, we'll keep this. This is actually a very good hand. I think 8 of them's a bit steep, but we're happy to go 7. All right, we got a Vandal target. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we're going to have to lose the Troll if we don't just top deck a Forest here. That's cool. Regardless, I'm going to have to do that. But I'm going to have to play this anyway. Let's throw this out. Satyr Wayfinder might be a good pull, depending if they tap all the way out, so we can trip that relic. Okay, that's fine. We will need some food. I don't know. Crypt Rats feels like it might be clogged in this build. I mean, we got through so much life gain. Might not be enough if they've got Relic backup too and life gain. We'll see. The problem with this strategy, I say, is that we're going to need to have something in the yard. Let's get something in the yard. We will yield to these. I said yield. You fool. Let's go. Oh, no. Not too bad, though. We can Vandal back unless they want to trip everything. Okay. We will get rid of the Prowler. Hopefully they tap out and use the Relic so that we can use our Vandal to get rid of it. Let's trade Soul's Attendant. This does a few things, providing a blocker here. I'll get rid of the Wayfinder. It sucks because now we're going to have to eat the rat. But they'll have to trip the Relic, so we'll get rid of it regardless. Cool. Now real graveyard cards are showing up. We'll do this and, gosh, I guess we'll do this. Either way, we get the Relic. Yeah, no, I'm aware of that, Dreamer Stingo. Real artificial graveyard cards. All right, are they using the ability here? Okay. I don't have to remove it. Exile all graveyards. Okay. Well, we get a 1/3 body out of the deal. And we'll turn on our stuff next turn. But we might as well attack. Try to put one little dink in that huge life tree that is our opponent. Good grief. If you earn enough of our little pauper points, you can make me wear ridiculous headgear like what I'm wearing here. Courtesy of Ultra Volcarine today. I've got, for any new viewers, blonde wigs, brown wigs. Brunette's a weird word. Just say brown. All right. That's a curious play. Guess they really want to... Oh, I must have an Anthem card in hand, maybe? Getting a little reckless here. Don't need to do that. I won't mind taking out that Journey. We've got 2 other Vandals. One's in exile. 2 of them are in exile. I wonder if they know each other. Ultra Wolverine. All right, let's not chat too much. Let's remember to play some magic here. We'll Swamp Cycle this. I think we're just going to get a basic. Yeah? Yeah. Let's get a basic, shall we? I'm just going to cast it. Well, that's cool. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just start putting a dent in this life total here. Bloop. Crunch. Down comes the beast. We'll probably see another Journey. I ain't too worried about that, though. Get out of Stinkweed Imp and hope for the best. It's nice when you have 2 of them, because then you can just play one, stop all attacking, and do the other thing. We need to find some creatures in our graveyard and gain some life here. We'll bring out that Triton. That'll stop some damage, too. Stem the bleeding. If we top deck a basic, that's good, too. We can Triton, see what we see, and then hard cast Imp. Sit behind a wall of death and destruction. Attacking ends. The Troll of Khazad-dûm. Now you're feeling like a fool playing that Journey to Nowhere, aren't you? Yeah. Woo! Triton, let's get back some life. Fortunately, we give it to our opponent, too. They could have an Anthem effect here, used on defense. I'm happy with that. So I probably should have attacked first. Or we could just Dread Return out everything, right? Yeah, just in case that's a scenario that could happen. Let's do that. I don't know what would be worthy other than just another troll. Life. All right, we gained some life. Kind of glad we didn't walk into that flood, huh? Aren't you? I am. Yeah, I think we would have seen it, though, Dreamer Stango, given that our troll is attacking this turn. 6 ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's a nice little chunk every turn, even for a Soul's Attendant style list. Oh, there comes 6 back. 2, 4, 6. Boom, boom. Oh my gosh, we're 6 minutes down against a deck that gains this much life. That's scary. When I play this style, my clock always runs out because you have so many triggers to click through. Something they could still work on. They've done a lot of nice little upgrades to Magic Online, but I sure wish they had like a right-click stack, don't mess with me option. Just work. Might as well be Omen of the Sun for Smash Mouth. That'd be a good one. If that song was a little more current, I would definitely consider. We'll fill up our yard courtesy of this. Let's go. I need stuff in my graveyard. Okay, Lotleth Giant is not very impressive at the moment. Discard. Something that lets me discard. Come on now. We'll hard cast it. There's nothing really of note in our sideboard too. We're a couple cards away from just making that thing work. What am I talking about? Just hard casting the Giant, but a 6/5 that just really does nothing, does 2 damage at this point. Not very impressive. Sometimes the deck flutters, and this is when we're happy because we stopped four turns of mediocrity, and we're hitting for 7 a turn. Unfortunately, our opponent's gaining about 7 a turn. Zudsway. All right. I would have played that as the creature if I was them. Stinkweed Imp making that card kind of irrelevant. I think they're afraid of a Crypt Rat effect. I would be too. But little did they know, we aren't running them, even though it's one of my favorite creatures. Talk about the top 10 lists, right? It'd be very easy for the black one. It's like, number 1, Crypt Rat. Not even a question. Dread Return showing up when I don't even need you, man. Come on now. We need a discard effect, and we need it badly. Let's attack here. I'm going to keep this imp in hand in case they have a journey and they miss. Oh, all right. I guess technically I shouldn't attack with the Wayfinder. They might think I have a trick or two here. Gosh, do I want to Dread Return back the... nah, that's reckless. They got him at 20. We're holding them here. Let's just hold. I was considering Dread Returning a Mire Triton. Knock that in the worst moves ever, but just for sheer tempo, to get 2 more things in my yard. Hopefully one of them has something to do with discard. Good grief. It's like we sided them all out. I know I didn't. The list of Magic players and cards are best known for running. Oh, I'd be guilty of that. I'm sure everybody would have a top 10 for this guy. I know, top 10 sideboard cards by deluxiecoff. Go! It's like, Fairy Macabre, number 1. There's a reason. Pinpoint removal that's uncounterable. It's very hard to beat that. Come on over, you souls. We need Knot of the Bone to show up too. We're not out of the woods yet. All right. That's all right. Let's attack. I'll keep our dude back. We'll pretend we're afraid. Well, if we top deck a basic again, we can just hard cast the Giant, but it's going to do a whole lot of nothing. Oh, they got a Prismatic Strands. This is cool because then we'll be able to use the Bog. I don't think they'll have enough, right? Yeah. Well, if they got an Anthem, that'll kind of suck, but at least we'll have another creature in our graveyard that might be relevant at some point. You always run card X. Ah, yeah. See also Island. Boop. Alrighty. We'll play this. Making this amazing move of exiling Omen of the Sun. Said no one ever. It's another white weenie list. We got a win. We got an L. Let's see if we can make this 4-0. Be fitting if we run into a mirror. Maybe the extra Knot of the Bone main will put us over the top. This is a macabre list, right? We'll block here, probably an Anthem headed our way. We really want this imp to die, so I hope it's an Anthem. All right. There's one way out of it. That's pretty good for like the unicorns and stuff. Happy to let that go. Let's go. Do I dread return back? I have Satyr Wayfinder. That'd be a top 10 worst plays of the year. Might be relevant though. Especially if we keep drawing like this. Do I do it? For sheer tempo, folks? Who's to say? Let's go. Do I do it? I'm going to do it. It'll be something I said I was able to do. Check it. Wayfinder. Let's get something in our yard, please. I can honestly say I've never done that move. But the board suggests. Come on, be something good, baby. Woo! A lot of rats. Okay, that's fine. Ah, thank you, rats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It turned out to be the right move. Let's bring out the rats. Bring out the rats. Discard the giant. I can only do 5 at this stage. Ah, rats. That'd be another good name for this list. The big stink. Okay. Bye-bye, giant. They only got 1 card, so I'm curious what it is. All right. Attendant. Ephemerate going down. I think there's another one in exile for them, so they're going to have a double ephemerate trigger next turn. I'll discard this. Say okay. All right, we can do 12 to them this turn. That's not too bad, right? Let's attack. I'm going to be sacrificing the imp, I think. I guess we'll just do that, right? We'll have the big giant. Yeah. If they pull an anthem, we're going to be in trouble. Ratatouille. Kept it with the food theme. Well said. All right. Dread return to the giant. Sacrificing this, this, and this. They're dead, Jim. They're just keeping up with this life here, man. This is frustration. Hopefully they don't top deck Relic or an Anthem. Otherwise, really want to see Knot of the Bone show up here. All right. Well, if they're going to hoard cards, we've got the answer. And the organic ability to get rid of our stuff, too, in a good way. Let's go. Rotting Rats. Not very on theme with the holidays, is it? Actually, if they're going to win, it's going to be on time. I've only got 9 minutes left. Where did the 6 minutes go? Says the blabbermouth who never stops talking. Yeah, like I said, the original list of this had the Cauldron Familiar and the Gingerbread, and it's like there's so many coming to play tapped. I really think this is a better way to build it. Says the guy that's played it a dozen times. I was thinking that too, Mind Stab Throw. I have no idea. And I hope you like the Mind Stab art that I chose, because that's the one we talk about with the little crazy guy with the big ears and the feet running into the market with like a bomb. So innocently. It's like he doesn't even know. Uh-oh. Cycling. Don't find a relic. At this stage, you just have to play relic and trip it. So if you know you're going up against this kind of deck, or if this is the only one that bugs you, it might be better plan to go with just Tormod's Crypt. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, come on over. Go and get you some. Ah, it's getting itchy. All right, here we go. What do they got? A prismatic strands. We're gonna. Oh, we don't have a way to recast our flaring pain. We do have ways of getting stuff back out of the yard, though. Knot of the Bone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Might as well make this a little bit bigger. Let's see if we're gonna run into a trap. That's when you love it, because now if you've got a little surprise, you've got to play it right now. Funny how we're always 1 mana away from just extending everything. They gain 4, or is it 3 and then I lose 1? That's right. Let's see. Are they hoarding a mean spell? Discard an imp? Sure. We'll make that Knot of the Bone hit a little bit harder. Cool. Yeah, let's do the thing here. We'll just gnaw now. Gnaw now. Not now. Boink. We'll wait till next turn to do the thing. I guess we'll just smash here. Mind Stab Throw with all the goods. All right. We're putting a dent in them finally. Already got 1 imp in the yard. I could have attacked there. Make them feel worthy. I mean, Luminethread Field keeping us at bay. That's some pretty cool artwork there. The future. Our future is bright. It's another Suture Priest does nothing. We're still not really out of the woods. I mean, one Anthem and we're in single digits or dead, depending if another Omen of the Sun shows up. If you would have told me 4 months ago that we would have played an Omen of the Sun deck that was good and we would also run into it twice before the new year, I would have said, I'll take that bet. I don't know why they're not attacking. What, are they planning to kill the troll this turn? Good luck. They have no prismatic strands in the yard. Nor. We'll bring out the imp. Scrapwork. Feeling good. We don't have a way to cast Scrapwork. Where's our Geothermal Bog? We do have ways to get back our land, but did we side it out? I think we did. All right. Rats is just going to gain them some life. Let's attack. 21 cards left, and 3 of them are Knot of the Bone. Do I risk? Okay, I like this plan. Should I run out one? Let's just run out one. One of the ladies. For some reason, Stinkweed Imp just seems like it would be a female persuasion. Who knows? Note to self. I keep just gaining the life back if I do that. Eventually, they're going to draw a land. When I play White Weenie, all I do is draw planes. Especially when I'm streaming. You all know that. Or none. Second you hit that go live button, something weird happens in the universe. Wow, you found a way to make Scare Tiller work, Mindstab Troll? That's killer. Look at the chat. It's just all Mindstab. I've tried to make that thing work forever. Always ends in Dark Ritual just to get max speed out of the list. Okay, they're hoarding another card. We're not going to walk into a Prismatic Strands. We're going to Rotting Rats away any problems of the day. Let's do this. Bloop. Rotting Rats. I probably hate this. It's like, come on, I want to use my tricks. It's like, no. No tricks for you. Because Prismatic here, you could represent a 4-tier block. Oh no, you need 5 to kill the troll. Never mind, I forgot to get rid of 1 last turn. Let's go. The Mutt Superior might be... Okay. Yeah, we don't run into any sort of tricknology here. We're going to have to imp this back and... Jeez. Hope they don't get an Anthem here. My son completely stopped playing Commander. Of course, he's a working man now. We'll discard this. Say okay. Return. We've already got 1 in the yard here. Let's attack. We can dread return some stuff. I don't know what I'd want to really hit, though. We've got another troll. That might be very relevant. I think we might do that. What do you think? Man, where's our graveyard at, right? Let's bring out the other imp. We've already got 1 in the yard. Oops, I did this twice today. They gained 4 out of the deal. I just want... Well, they're going to be more encouraged to attack this turn. Do we bring back the troll? I don't think we do. Of course, that would be a hell of a blocker. Yeah, let's do it. I was lying. We'll do the stuff next turn. 12 a turn, unblockable seems pretty cool. I mean, eventually they're going to block, but it's going to cost them a whole lot. Let's dread return. Double check. All right. The Troll of Khazad-dûm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Back to life. Woo! What is this new devilry? Scrying. 18 a turn, and they're not hurting. Wow. We're going to be gaining a whole lot of life. We just hope they don't draw an Anthem right now. Troll's as good as a Stinkweed about killing stuff. Let's go. All right, the unicorn has arrived. Cue the majestic music. Get out the sunglasses, for the alabaster glare is back. I think that was another opponent, too, that we've played White Weenie twice now. Haven't seen Burn around much lately. Pauper Council seems to know what they're doing. These little tiny, very precise cuts everybody thinks isn't enough, and it seems to do the trick. Bum, bum, bum. That's a pretty big blocker. All right, Stinkweed Imp's coming back no matter what. Let's get a Gnaw to the bone. The troll cannot really attack ad nauseum here. Oh my god. All right, there's a Gnaw to the bone. That's good times. Let's just do it now. And Gnaw to the bone. Pay 2. I thought I did. All right, let's go. All right, we got life. Let's attack with both trolls. Oh, I should have attacked with both trolls first. Let's go. Boop, boop, ba-doop. I don't know if we're going to get there, guys. They need like 20 journeys here. All right. So we'll kill these two, obviously. Okay. Okay. All right, 15 cards. Let's bring out an imp. Man, note to self. These mutts are maroon for the first time I've played this. We've gotten rid of, I think, all of our rats. Yep, all our rats are gone. Be nice to top deck a Gnaw here to just really keep it in the zone. We're going to have to sacrifice that giant. Do we have another Dread Return in our yard? We do. We have 2 Dread Returns. We really need to find a red source. All right, here we go. 4 minutes. Getting a little nervous now. Stinkweed Imp arriving. Let's go. The troll is doing some work. All right, we'll keep doing this till we can't. That's the idea. Flaring Pain showing up. Oh, and there goes our Highland Forest too. Darn it. Our out has been exposed. Let's attack with the troll. The troll has been has attacked. Shoot. We've got another imp. Let's do the imp dance here. Yep. Do we sacrifice? Bring back? We can dread return the Lotleth Giant after we kill it. That'd be interesting. 4 minutes. I think the out here is actually another troll, though, right? We've got 15 damage there. Let's dread return. Do we have a giant in the yard? We do not. So I guess that makes things a little easier. This, and this. And there's nothing to do from our yard. Perspective. We can bring back the imp about 1 more time. Then we're going to be in Hertzville. It's a thrilling match. Mantis667, yo, YouTube watcher here. Catch you live and wish you all Merry Christmas. Back at ya. Thanks for first time chatter from Mantis667. Thank you for joining us. All right, we're going to be taking 13. They're going to be taking 12. I don't like where this math is headed. Let's see if we can get another Gnaw to the bone. Let's see what the hell. We've got 2 left. Yeah. Glad I didn't take those out. All right, Stinky. It's the last time for your dance. Shenanigans. I guess we'll get this one out. Bloop. There we go. Gnaw to the bone. Good times. Bonk. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Gain a whole lot. Attack for a whole bunch. Do I just try to keep it honest here? Yeah, I'm just going to pass here. Let's go. No more dredging for us. What a match. This is a good one. Okay. I like where this is headed. Did they just top deck a prismatic strands here? Cancel. Good times. That's a really good top deck. Especially if an anthem shows up. Or a relic. While it's on the stack, we will choose to live. Sure wish we had we buried our stuff and we took out our option. You have to really kill them good here. All right, unicorn's getting huge. Don't want to give them any options. Are they coming at us? They are. All right, that's fine. 2 minutes to go. What do we have here? All right. Boink. Lotleth Giant shows up. That's pretty cool. That's attack. We can just play the giant and kill him, right? Oh, all right. Are we going to nod to the bone? All right, so we're 4-0. Feeling pretty good about this list. A little bit of a hiccup there. We just happened to bury our lands. We needed this or the Highland Forest to show up. We buried both of them. Neat thing about this build, you can get it back when this dies. We could have had that had we not sighted it out. But there might be some wiggle room there for a land. Don't worry, we got one more game to play here, and hopefully the sideboard becomes relevant. Do I need more coffee? I think I've had enough. We'll see. I think my bladder can wait for one more game. Let's go. Down to the wire. Yeah, that's how you want them all to go, right? Couldn't have scripted that one any better. So I guess we don't need Crypt Rats. I mean, it would have made things a lot easier. And it's a creature, so it's on theme. If you tinker with this, which I suggest should be done, it's not like I'm an expert at this style. Feels like it today. Make sure to focus on creatures. You'll notice an absence of Fairy Macabre in our sideboard. We got just about everything else, but you're probably like, wait, what? I'll hold on this card. This is only there for first striking huge, like 17/17 flyers and stuff, so your Stinkweed Imp will get through and exchange and do its job, and it discards. So, yeah, and it's a creature. So we never dislike seeing it. We'll keep this. I think I'm just going to Forest Troll Basic go. We learned our lesson. I should go. Let's Forest Troll into the Thermal Bog suchity such. I forget what it's saying. Darn it. Arr. See if I'll turn this into a beard while we wait for our opponent to do the dance. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope you have a great holiday. I know never looked forward to a football game this much in my life, even Super Bowls. That's very stoked to see what's going to happen with the 49ers versus Ravens here in the States. Two of the two best teams, and it's like two bullies meeting after school. Who doesn't want to see that, right? Geothermal Bog. You can dance if you want to. Uh-oh. This is weird. All right, let's see how it does against Tron. I have no experience with this list against Tron. I got quite a bit against White Weenie in the Mirror, though. We'll do the thing, do the efficiency dance, cycle this. Where are you, Geothermal Bog? There you are. Bloop. I think our lands are right. That was just an anomaly that happened. But, boy, might want to have one out with that sort of thing. Do I just play the Mutt and go aggro here? I'm going to do that. Let's get in some damage while we can. I'll toss one of these bones. And Triton aggro. When I used to sword fight, long story, many, what would you call it? Feels like a different lifespan, right? But I did belong to a club where we would sword fight in the forest with full stuff, full armor and everything. We just didn't have sharp weapons, and you couldn't hit to the head. That was about it. And everything was kind of doled down. We had bow and arrows with bird blunts on them and everything. It was a great way to... Most of the people, too, were like lumberjack dudes. It wasn't like a kid's thing. I was just one of the, but I bring this up because my first name was just Triton. That wasn't much for moniker choosing back then. So I have quite a few scars on my hand from moon axes and pushing through shield walls and stuff. Create. We won't even count that one. Quite a few quitters today. Come on, people. It's the holidays. What are you quitting for? Maybe too much eggnog? Undefeated versus drawn. That's the spirit, Dreamer Stingo. I like where your head's at. So, yeah, you could probably lose one of these, but boy, when you want it, you really want it to be there. It didn't feel like we were running 4 of them when we needed it, did we? But the fuel of this deck is this and the rats. And I know the original build only had 2 of these mutts, but they're the oil of the gears. Yes. All right. Thanks a lot. I get a quitter, and then we get a hand that we got to throw back. We'll keep this. What don't we need? Well, I kind of like everything here. I guess we'll get rid of the Triton. Done. Get our lands right. This is beautiful when you can lead off with a bog. I want to run 2 of those. That's such a good first turn play. All right, we get some islands. As long as it's not White Weenie. I wouldn't want to have 3 matching streams. It's funny though in that I know I've brought up that sword fighting. We had Clydesdale horses. I mean, it was a pretty big thing. The funnest were the quests where they take all weekend, and nobody was allowed to like wear like Nikes or stuff that it was kind of like a Ren Fair in real life or brought to life. Let's Wayfinder here. Never know if we're gonna trade this for a Moon Circuit hacker. That's my guess anyway. Okay. We're going to really like Rotting Rats in this matchup when they sit there on their 2 islands late to mid game and do nothing. Heck, Generous Ent's even good here. Stinkweed online. We need 1 more swamp. That would be nice. That's what the Ent's for, right? Bum, 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 bum. That sure is a cool take on Brainstorm. I have to admit, the first time I saw that, I'm like, what? Lightning? I'm like, oh, it's a brain. I didn't quite see it right at first. How bad would a Force Spike on a Dread Return feel? Ouch. Stinky, come on out. Considering hard casting this. Let's do... We can't do much of anything. We can this cycle... I guess we'll go grab one of these. We do need more swamps. I don't want to play it right now, though, because I want them to have to discard. So let's bring out a rat. Bloop. I hope they have Spell Snare in hand. They're like, oh, no, I can't do that. We'll get rid of our stink. Deck is called the Big Stink for a reason. I don't just make this stuff up. I know sometimes it feels like that. Again, thanks, Chimpskey. It was so cool to... wow, they must have another one. They see 2 1/1s and they discard that. Interesting. Well, at least we know it's a Dimir Persuasion list. Okay. Bye-bye, rats. All this, what do you call... Death Touch is going to be quite relevant because we've probably got some Gurmag Angler becoming a 6/6 coming up soon. Or Serpents. Something of the saltwater variety. Brainstorm. I think they're really hurting for getting their lands right here early on. And we're putting them on a quick clock, aren't we? This Satyr is just coming over and over again. Only 18 more turns, buddy. We're going to get there. You and me to the end. What do you say? Prefer not to trust these creatures. Okay. Yeah. Stinky, come on back. Whoosh. What do we got? We got good stuff to eat. Let's see. Nothing in the yard. All right. I got to slow roll this. I'm going to play this just because I want a creature out. And we've already got 1 in our hand and 1 in the yard, so why not? Another thing that they can't snuff out, right? Got the combo in the yard. This is when we hope they tap out. We can just hard cast Dread Return, do 9 at the stage it's at right now. It's much more likely to be more. No graveyard hate, please. That would suck. Yeah, it even holds back Augur of Bolas. That little 2+ side's really nice. Gets around Suffocating Fumes. It's an unsung hero. It's definitely in the top 10 of black creatures. All right, we'll bring back the Imp. What do we have now? We've got plenty. Let's double check. We've got 11 creatures in our yard. Let's make it a few more, shall we? Do we just attack here? This is so a counter spell. I mean, it's just screaming it, right? I mean, what are we doing if we're not going to try it? We'll have to have 2 counter spells. Let's go. Let's try. Where are you, Giant? Let's get in 11 damage. Does it work? If not, we'll just flash it back next turn. Spell Pierce. Wah, wah, wah. No. A double slap in the face. Crunch. Yeah, let's go. I'll kill it. Let's get something in the yard. Maybe not the best move since we need to sacrifice 3 creatures, but whatevers. I'm feeling antsy. I've been sitting here too long. Only problem with doing the show in studio, and especially this week, weeks, is I get to work from home the entire rest of the month, and it's like I'm here all day, and then okay, weekend. Now I'm here again, so I think that's probably not doing any favors for my back, even though I have a great chair. World's best, I would say. All right, things are getting a little dicey now, depending on how much counter spells are headed our way. I don't mind seeing the Ent here. We'll hardcast an Imp. I'm sure they have a way around that. They want to counter it. It just helps our theme. We'll get our lands right now. We need another swamp here. We don't get one. We'll grab that. Might as well. Let's go. Yeah, I'll sit back. They probably have a way to answer one or both of them. And Chimpskey with the song. Here's a few of our critters. Not of the bone showing up. Let's do this to this. You think they got it? We'll unearth this. Discard this. Choose this. Okay. Now, the big question. Do I want to do it now or later? Do we hard cast the Imp and just wait? I don't want to walk into another Spell Pierce and it be effective. If we play the Imp, that doesn't work. Weird. I don't know. Do we dance that? We do have that in backup. Let's just try it. Hiya! Lotleth Giant for the win. It's probably not going to work. I just don't want to get spell snared there. Counter spell. All right. It'd be nice if our board showed up, right? Let's see if we can get another counter spell out of the deal. We don't have to worry about spell snare with an Imp. It's kind of irrelevant to counter it because it just keeps coming back. On theme, under budget. Let's go. Out of the bone, plenty of firepower. What is this? Another serpent? Oh, Lorien revealed. Hard cast. Okay. All right. Did they find another counter spell? We shall see. Keeping them at bay. This is usually when they're, chewing up your life total. A bit too much to come back from, usually. Come on back, Stinky. What? I don't get anything out of the deal? What sort of treachery is that? Now we're still dead to you know what. Let's try this again here. Bloop, 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 bloop. We'll go here. Throw out the imp, bring back the imp. Let's bring you back, baby. Oh, Rotting Rat shows up, huh? Do we even have... We don't even have... good grief. We've got 15 cards left. And there's 3 Dread Returns in those cards. That's unsavory. I think we're going to go crazy with rats next turn. Right now, we'll just... on their turn, we'll Knot of the Bone. Getting close to decking ourselves here, so we got to be a little careful. Chimney Pimp. Well done. Ooh, all right. Now's a good time as any. Don't want to find something relevant, right? Let's gain some life. It's got to be frustrating. You counter it, comes back next turn. 65. We can take quite a few Serpent hits. I'm sure they have an Edict or 3 in there. Let's go. Sometimes when you play a new deck on a stream, it kind of feels like surfing. I used to surf quite a bit. I haven't done it in years. But kind of the idea, you're just like, oh, just feeling out where the ebb and flow is of certain things, right? All right, is the imp going bye-bye? They're thinking twice. They're like, it's not worth it. Bye-bye, imp. The big stink. Okay. You've got to have it by now, right? Stink. Come on, Dread Return. Where are you? There we go. All right. Well, I need this. Right? We can imp one more time. I'll just play it. Yeah. I'm going to save the Rotting Rats for next turn. Kind of need a land here. One more land would be really nice. Just a basic swamp. Let's go, Terror. At this stage, I don't think I would block. 4 cards in their hand. I don't think I'm going to Stinkweed here. Cancel. I'll save it for another day. Oh, that's a pretty good pull. Although I'm dead to you know what if I do that. Well, let's go for it here. I can double rat, make them discard good stuff, right? Do I have double rat? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, I thought I saw 2. That's what these glasses are for, I tell you. Do I keep this in hand is the question. I'll discard this just in case we can do the thing. Come on, be good cards. An island. Well, that's not very fun, is it? Do this. All right, well, I got to try it now. Where did our dude go? There he is. Bloop. Sack, sack, sack. 26 damage. Does it work? Probably not. Is it a hard counter? It is. Good times. All right. Hopefully they attack with both, because then I can get in with both the dogs. Ow, ow. MTG Magic Man. Yeah, I really found that to be a key card in all 4 Scrapwork Mutts. None of that food shenanigans. Not enough payoff for the slowness. I haven't lost yet, but almost lost to the clock a few times. Chatting too much. It's a hard deck to stream with. We take 7. Just worried about decking ourselves. I think I'm going to bring in my Battlefield Scrounger games 2 and 3 here. I'll just write BS and hopefully I remember what it is. Mire. And I'm not sure who's going to win this. Let's see. Drawing 3. Seeing 2 hard counters. Do they have more? They're bluffing like they do. We shall see. Stinky for the last time. In limited rotation. Cool. Well, we can't really do too much right now. Man, I really needed just a basic land to show up here. Yeah, we could mutt, rat, and then we're out. So I've got to cast the Stinky in this pass. Really be nice to have another option, but our lands are a bit stifled here. 6 is the ultimate. It's really where you kind of want to settle with this list, so you can, bring back Rotting Rats or the dog. Sacrifice all in one turn. Can't do that with 5, so I got to slow roll with the imp here. They see what we're up to. We're in deep trouble because now they can just kill the imp. They look at our cards drawn here. We'll be out of luck. Are they going to... A Spell Pierce. Okay, let's keep that in mind. They've revealed Spell Pierce. I don't know why you wouldn't attack here. I would. We're in no trouble of dying. We'll say cancel all the... Oh, that was actually a really good poll. All right, let's make them do the thing. Do we do it now? Yeah, let's make them discard stuff. I think we're just going to deck ourselves here, guys. Discard. Spell Pierce, okay. I think I'm out of those other dudes. So I guess we just see if we win here. We probably don't. Scrapwork, let's go. I know Unearth can't be countered, but can... oh, that's Unearth too. For some reason, I thought there was a different ability. That's weird. Yeah. All right, Dread Return for the win again. Let's see if it works. Lotleth Giant. Sacrifice. Does it work? Do they have a hard counter? We've seen 2 of them. There's the 3rd. And let's just see where I end up here. We'll yield. This is when I'm like, I know I should have had Battlefield Scrounger main. Just teasing you in Chimpskey. I think that's the right call. We've got access to it. We've got 2 more games to go. Let's see. I'll take this damage all day long. I got Knot of the Bone for days. I think I'll go down to 3 of those in the sideboard for this next game. Definitely making room for Battlefield Scrounger. Although, if they get off to a quick start, that could be a problem too. Right? Don't need to see that right now. I guess we might as well keep it a secret though. Knot of the Bone. 2 more cards in hand. If I had a lot more time on my clock, you could probably deduce what we are going to draw. I might be just drawing into lands and be dead here, but we'll see. Alrighty. Such a good card. I'm very pleased that this is getting played. I thought it might be too much mana for the format, but just in case I got some graveyard, I'd be happy with a Spell Pierce even there, because I'd just sit back and pass. I've only got 2 more cards left. We're not going to be dead to damage, that's for sure. Dread Return right off the top. That feels preordained. Lotleth for the win. Do they have the 3rd counter spell? They do. I don't remember what we have left. I know we've got a mutt in the yard. Can we get there? Hold on a minute here. This is kind of worth the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. No way to win. Concede. We're going to lose to time. Let's see what we get here. That's the first game 1 loss. We'll bring in our Scrounger. This ain't too bad. We'll have access to 2 of them. I think this is a little heavy-handed. I believe that's all we're going to do. Well, we got to anticipate a relic on their side too. So let's get room for 3 Vandals. I like the Triton in this matchup. One of the weakest cards in the original build that I thought. I mean, I know it trades in this scenario good, but I am still going to lose one of those. I'll get rid of one Ent. I never like to touch my boys. The mutt and the rats are the glue, I think. I'm really surprised the original build didn't have that, but maybe I play it differently. We'll get rid of a Circle of the Land Druid. Although, no, we won't. This will have better game in this scenario where we block and get back a bog mid to late game. I could see that being very relevant. I'm going to get rid of the Prowlers. I'm going to do that. I really have to go to the bathroom. Hope our opponent doesn't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Yeah. Much better. All right. Thank you. Sorry about that. Hopefully our opponent didn't go anywhere. I did not want to be under duress via a bladder. Here we go. Yes. Let's open up the yards. They're going to be quite busy. Boop. We will keep this. I can just tell by a glance. Yep. Come on, rotting rats. Let's go. Lead off here. Bladder management. Hold on that Vandal for quite a while. Well, here's a thought. I'm going to Vandal first. I mean, Satyr first. Just in case they've got a... that's cool. Okay. Now they have to trip a relic. Uh-oh, I don't like seeing Battlefield Scrounger in there, damn it. It's kind of our get out of jail card. Maybe they're like, oh, crap. It'd be funny to see, I know with the holidays and stuff, maybe nobody's going to be, not many people will be in the challenge, or maybe everybody will because they're trying to get away from family, irritating family. But it'll be interesting to see if this starts showing up and gets more solidified. I mean, that is the nature of this game we all love. All right. Okay, I like this. I like this. I like this. I think doing this is better this turn. Let me cycle here. We'll go get the geothermal. Our mana's right, but I do want to... Let's start turning up the heat. They seem a little stultified. Let's get this going here. Get rid of an imp, and we'll start turning on the gas next turn. Okay. This is a card you just... The Battlefield Scrounger in a matchup like this, I just want it to just be stuck in my hand the whole game. I can just play it, and then Dread Return the counterspell, and Dread Return that counterspell, and then make it stick, go get back good stuff. Who knows? Maybe it's just better to play Felden's Cane, but... What do I know? We haven't seen the dog show up yet, so I might play the bog before the other bog. 4 bogs. 2 bogs of a different name walk into a bar. Stop me if you've heard this one. Yikes! It's been nice knowing you, Graveyard. Somehow I forgot about bog. I kept thinking like relic, relic, relic. Like, nope. Look at this. Crunch. Well, stuff's going to die. Might as well get this out. Go ahead and counter it. I hope they're just sitting on all these counters. It's like, take that. I'm getting a little feedback because my headphones are here where they're not supposed to be. I was like, what's that echo? All right, we just got the three power beatdown showing up here. Let's go. That Scrounger's not coming back. That'd be great flavor text on something that that, you know, just targets, maybe as a creature type, the Scrounger just becomes a thing, right? This is fine. We get rats and imp back. Unless they bog right after this, then this is brutal. It's like big deal. We can rat back. Do the crack bat rat back crunch. Dread return showing up. Woo! We can almost get there. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We'd still have to hardcast this though. Let's do this. Yeah, we can rat next turn. That's pretty cool. I'm going to do bog here. They feel like they're close to something. Maybe make them have to pay for everything. Let's go. I think you're right, Mindstep. Throw me a shell crab. Or Fairy Macabre. Macabre. Take out the target at instant uncounterable speed. Much more reliable than a bog. Not many people playing Ostracize. Okay. Darby a critter. What do y'all think? Do you think Fleshbag Marauder deserves a spot in the sideboard? I don't. I wanted to include it, and then I thought better of it. And there's the giant. We have a rat's target. The problem here is we can't pay for spell pierce. So I'm going to hold another turn. I'm going to cast the bandit just so I have a creature. We won't do the effect. I think they're just going the bog aqueduct route. Says the guy that's seen all of like 16 cards, right? Let's attack. Might as well. We ain't blocking. They want to use mana and resources on a Vandal. That's fine. Not ideal, but... And plus, you know, this whole... Oh, let's get out Lotleth right now. It's like, it only does 5 at the moment. We really want that Stinkweed Imp to die. Yeah, I never liked the Sandstorm. You have to draw it, and when the deck's churning, it's got to be creature-based. So yeah, I would definitely suggest if that's bugging you, it's definitely the way to go. No basic, no basic. Yes! But now we get the payoff, but nothing's really going to happen. I almost want the troll to show up, right? They don't have enough creatures for that to really be a thing. Hey, let's do... Well, let's cast it. Our mana is definitely right. We can rat. And Lotleth isn't going to do much of anything here. Yep. They only lose that. So we'll do this. We can still pay for spell pierce. What am I trying to say here? Say, okay, let's see what they lose. It was an Aquifer the first time. What's it going to be this time? Problem is, I don't really have a very productive board here. All right, Black Rose showing up. Well, the imp should be dead here. Let's attack with the imp since we're going to kill it. We could attack with everything, and then what? But if they have like a 1-mana kill spell, I don't want to. We don't have much of a payoff for this giant. But you know, he'll trade with an angler and stuff. So let's go. I guess we do this right. Yeah. Bye. And I think I'm going to get rid of Stinky here. I sure hope they don't have a bog in hand, because that would really ruin my day. The giant only hits for 4. But in this matchup, they don't really have a way of gaining life, so let's see where we go. Oh my god, I got 9 minutes. My opponent's got 16. I got to beat him twice in 9 minutes. It's starting to feel like tortured existence woes. Here's an idea. Heal through the turn. Can they do the thing? They're going to start losing some creatures if they can't deal with Mr. Giant there. Probably a cast down headed our way real quick. Going to get picked apart in the skies. I'm going to bring back that Stinkweed Imp for sure. Might be for the sake of blocking if this keeps up. Yep. our mana's right. We don't need to see anything else. Scrapwork showing up. All right, cool. Let's do that. We'll fill up our yard real quick with this pull. Discard this. Draw this. Whoosh. All right, Dread Return showing up too. Cool. Let's Scrapwork again, maybe? Yeah. Let's try it. Alrighty. Do the thing. Do the thing. Cool. All right. Let's see. Do we even have another giant? We do. Okay. Well, I could attack, but that's a little reckless. So let's bring out the giant. Let's sacrifice these 3 dudes before we attack. All right. Hey, they left us with time. I would have eked that out a little bit longer, but are we going to go undefeated? We shall see. Oh, Triton. I hardly knew you. I'm not really worried about serpents. I think they saw enough imps that they're going with an ulterior flood route, so I'm actually going to lose these. I don't think our vandals need to be more than 2. They still might have, probably in a list like that, it's going to be the spell bomb, Nihil spell bomb. Let's make sure we hit everything we need to. Not needed. Let's make our lands hit. I guess we bring back one of these. All right, 1 Triton. I know this looks steep, but if we run into a wall of counter magic followed by a bunch of birds, it's going to be frustrating. All right, Mr. Scrounger, would you please just stay in my hand? Maybe be in my opener, and then I can just stare at you all game. I don't want you to be milled on the very first mill, right? Let's go. All right. Well, we have a way out of our land predicament, but it's really going to cost us some speed. And we have a pretty late game hand. And we have, yeah, this is ugly. We're going to mulligan this. I know we had a way out, but this is fine. We'll keep it. We won't need to see our spells for quite a while, hopefully. We've got 8 minutes. I should be all right. Yeah, we've got Rotten Reunion in the sideboard. Hey, my list should be the most recent. It's right now. All right, in case our graveyard goes bye-bye, I'd much rather have a troll there than anything else. This gets us both. Let's go grab that. I wish I could play 2 lands in a turn. But I am really surprised, as Chimpskey's point was that he's never milled himself out. Well, it just happened to me, but it is surprising how it gets there fast enough that it's like, oh, yeah, sometimes you don't really need to really preserve your graveyard too much, but against a control deck, you sure do. That was for sure. All right, we'll play this. I'm going to cycle this away right now. I should have waited till end of turn. What am I doing? I'm trying to play decent magic. I guess we get a Mire here. Yeah. Scrounger is one of those cards when you play it and it works, you just feel so smart. You're like, look at this. Like, give yourself a little pat on the back, Centaur style. Okay. Do we spill out something we don't care about? Yeah, I think we rat here. Rat-a-tat. Let's rats. This way we can use our bog. I think bog's the play here. It's gotta be frustrating when you want to counter everything. You're like, oh no, now I have to lose a resource. And it comes back, and then it's uncounterable? What's going on? It's such an all-in list that unless you have repetitive all graveyard hate removal lists, it's can be a challenge. I feel like we wait on bog one more turn. Let's bring out the Mire. Can't wait for my wife to open up some of her presents. She's got a thing for capybaras. I found these cool little capybara earrings. They're very, very subtle. So hopefully she's not watching the stream or I just blew it. Magic got its first capybara in the last few months. That was pretty interesting. Dread Return. Everything's showing up for us. All right, cool. We can mutt here. Not much else. I think I'm going to just play the Prowler. Let's do this. Just waiting to see if we run into any sort of counter magic so I can eat up that yard a bit more. Sure, we'll grab a swamp. Okay. I really like pulling a basic there. We could Dread Return right now, but we all know how that goes, right? Let's wait on rats dying. Difference between hearing about a thing and seeing it. You're probably safe regardless. Yeah, that's true. If she has me on, it's probably on mute because we're all speaking a foreign language to people that don't know anything about magic. I think it's time to bog. My brother, sometimes he'll watch semi-cough for all of you hardcore propaganda fans, been with us for like more than 6 years. He'll watch sometimes and just laugh because he's like, you're speaking English, but I don't understand anything that's going on. Okay, Battlefield Scrounger doing its job, staying out of the game here. How long do we wait to pull the trigger? We're going to have to start pulling it here pretty quick. Alrighty. EOT, so we don't walk into a bog. Cycle this. Yeah, maybe I bring that out. We already have red. I guess we get the bog. We've got a basic if we want to hit consistent here. Boy, these prowlers are sure showing up. Jeez, that's enough land deck. All right, I get it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Still can't do much of that. I'll bring that out. Let's attack here. We'll be doing stuff next turn, I promise. Attack. I think I just Stinkweed Prowler here and set up for next turn. Yeah, you don't have enough land? Have some more. Eat it. Let's bring here. It's got to be weird, you know, you got your hard counter and it's like, well, this just comes back and if I mess with that, then he does the thing and then this comes back and just does it again next turn. Let's do this. Have some more land. Dun, dun, dun. All right. We are passing. Oh boy, a bog is just going to be so brutal right now. So much so that I might have wanted to just go for it there. Who knows? Oh, they must have bog. It's like, why would they do that? I guess it's a 2-2, you know, maybe they're just playing way too much control right now. I'm not sure what's going on here. We need to use our graveyard and our time a little bit better here. I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to bring out a mutt. I know. I'll discard this. Hey, a hard-casted Dread Return. That's pretty great. Attack. Do they got the sulfuric fumes or whatever it is, right? Huh, this is interesting. I can just double cast stuff. Let's try that. You know what, though? If they've got anything, that is going to really, really suck. Hold on a minute here. Let's try it from the yard first. Dread Return, Lotleth Giant, sacrificing this, and this. Does it work? It does not. Let's see if this one works. I'm going to get spell pierced. I know it. Still worth a shot. Let's try this to the giant for almost death. Don't be. Okay, good. It's a hard counter. I don't mind this at all. All right, that's fine. Nope. It will be back next turn for more exciting episodes. I think we're going to have enough time here. This is like such a perfect Magic Online clock deck. It just gets there. You knock on the door of losing a time, but so far so good. It lives through. Oh no! Oh no! That's all our dread returns. We got to play honestly with no clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, all gone. Well done, opponent. They're going to keep us off. They probably are. Bog. We've got a bog, just not the right one yet. One in play. Helping us out here. Well done, Monarchs MTG. Top deck something good. Let's go. Let's fill up the yard again. We don't care if we find anything. We'll do that. Okay. Lotleth Giant in the house. I'd rather... let's get... Hey, look at this. We can get Monarch. All right. Make them lose a card. We lose something we don't even care about, although this forest is beautiful. Okay. And because it has haste, we shall steal the Monarch. We just have to hard cast big, huge stuff. I wish I could put a 1 next to the 2 in my time allowed here. So they'll kill the 1 here. Let's go. Exclude. They're a very interesting list. I do believe I'll play this land. I think we've already killed 2 of our dogs. They're going to have to use good removal on a Wayfinder here. That's cool. All right, let's block. Bonk. Fill up that yard. Said fill up. Oh, that sucked. All right. Well, Stinky will help out. 2 dogs down. We got 2 more dogs. Might be relevant. 2 minutes to go. Can I work in the number 2 anymore? Let's do this. Play this. Don't care if it gets countered. Kind of want it to get countered. It gets countered. 3 hard spells down. We'll keep a little mystery in our hand. We have plenty of land. Battlefield Scrounger, anyone? Whoosh. Bring this out. Knot of the Bone shows up. All right, cool. Oh, Battlefield Scrounger, what are you doing in there? Maybe this isn't the best card. It's a good option if instead of my clock running out, if the other thing runs out. But we've drawn 3 cards off Monarch. I guess we can give it back now. How many creatures? We got 7. That's worth 21. Let's try it. Just in case. Maybe we can use up a spell snare. It's not too relevant right now. Let's go. Just trying to maximize mana choices. Yield through this turn for sure. We're going to lose on time, guys. There goes our 5-0. Oh, well. All I want for Christmas is 10 more minutes. Rotting rats. Thank you very much, I will. Rotting rats. For what, though? You know what? I think it's better to just play Stinkweed Imp. Stinkweed Imp. Pass. Stinkweed Imp. Really? Okay. I'm going to get the mystery out of the hand. Let's go. 1 minute to go. I guess we could just top deck a giant and play it. We've seen some really hard counter spells here. I will block that all day long. Bloop, bloop. And they have a bog right behind it. Life total keeping up here. I have to keep killing that. Let's go. Yeah. Will they survive? 1 card in their hand. Now it's none. Now it's 1. What are they going to show us? Nothing. Boop. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. This guy back. I guess we go boom, boom, boom. None of the bone. We'll save the rats for next turn. Do we lose to time? I believe we do. We can get that Troll of Khazad-dûm out. That'd be pretty nice. I got removal. Well, it's 4-1's not bad for playing a deck 5 or 6 times before a stream. Changed quite a bit about it. Really stand by my choices. A lot of times this is the part of the show where I say, what would we change? I'm pretty happy with it. There's been a few like, what about? And that's like, not really. Well, we're going to get Monarch back. I'll just wear the crown and cancel that. Can we top deck something really good here, darn it? No, we can't. Let's get Monarch and oops. Well, that cost me a valuable 3 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Heal through the turn. We got Monarch, yes. Cancel. That ain't up 3 seconds. Scrapwork Mutt, where you been all my life? Resigned to failure at this stage, right? We shall lose. Maybe we'll see what we draw next. Oh, come on. I have to click on that for it to work? Darn it. Wah, wah, wah. And that ends this exciting episode of Propaganda. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, we're at 3 hours. Our streams aren't usually this long. Oh, there's the hate. Well done. Let's see what we draw, right? So go hit up Monarch MTG, because supposedly this is about the only list that seems to be able to beat this one. A nice just balanced attack at the graveyard. A few bogs thrown in for some good measure. Woo! Hey, Troll, how you doing? We don't even have enough time to cast him. Oh well, we'll go down in dramatic fire. Hello? Oh, I guess we have to say okay before we lose, right? Just stay there for the whole time. That might be a flaw in the game there. But anyway, everybody. Am I, hold on a minute here. Do I have my camera set? Okay, it's right. My camera just looked a little high for a minute there. This is the list I would run if, sorry, that card's not in there. Really like it. I call it the Big Stink because we're running Stinkweed Imp and a lot of big creatures. We've got ways of getting them. The mana felt really good all day. A few tiny bits of hiccups, but I mean, that's very normal. I do believe the list really, really, really needs 4 of these and 4 of these to run optimally, as we saw today. I think the wiggle room is probably the Tritons, unless Serpents are just everywhere, but I think Stinkweed Imp's repeatability is enough to discourage attacking. And plus, we have so much other cannon fodder to get in the way to set up the big boom. Good times. But yeah, my sideboard, I've got 1 extra bog. 3 reunions feels a bit steep. Maybe I go down to 2. I really like this tech because it's a creature. You want to keep things creature, but against, you know, again, Silhana coming over for 24/24 first strike life gain, and you give your Stinkweed Imp first strike and you trade as it's supposed to be in nature. That is the natural way. Oh, and another thing, we've got our awesome exclusive. I don't know if that is a right term of phrase for I guess it's exclusive to me, but these things are so well made, and we're going to have a video on how to get yours with a discount coming up soon. But anyway, happy holidays, everybody. I hope you have a great one. Hope the Niners win. I'm here bragging about them next week. If not, that's a darn good team to lose to. They are the top 2 of American football. I should probably keep it out of the chat, but come on. It's exciting times. That's why I'm supporting this. Anyway, y'all, have a great Christmas. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me for a long show today, and thank you for these. Little jingle cheer as we go out. And what shall we see? Let's brag about the format. Adios, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing in a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle